People come to us because we don't sell them uninjured.
They can't refuse because of the implication.
You wonder ever you're a bad man?
World needs bad men. We keep the other bad men from the door.
Some things are a matter of duty.
The world's greatest radio show in Tennessee.
That doesn't sound right, but I don't know enough to dispute it.
And I was about to take advice from a clown who dives headfirst into the shallow end of the booth.
It's Talk Sports with John Reed and Cody McClure.
If it is to be said, so it be. So it is. So it is. So it is. It's a Tennessee thing. Well, I'm holding on.
Back in the booth, back on the airwaves, coming at you live from the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. John Reed, Cody McClure, Sam Beard, Bad News Bubba, as we come in on this Tuesday morning. Shout out to the P team, up early and working hard already. What a bunch of guys. How are you this morning, Sam?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Not adjusting to life post football, maybe.
Not yet, brother. You still got a couple days.
Well, it's just, it's like the constant of football. You only get a few basketball games. You got to work yourself up for a couple of them. The end of that Kansas-Texas Tech game was fantastic. Potential future Hawk Darren Peterson went off.
He went off and Texas Tech went into the toilet, right? Just completely quit scoring?
Yeah.
If you could pick one of these prospects, is it Darren Peterson?
I feel like it is.
I feel like his game says it is, but I think there's starting to be enough injury concern around him that it's made me a little bit nervous.
I'm choosing to think that he's one of these guys who knows he's too good for college and could have been a, first round pick out of high school type of guy. And then he's just kind of saying, I'm going to play 20 minutes a night. My hamstring is starting to bother me. And then I think he's just kind of coasting from there.
Yeah, it seems like the hamstring and the cramps it seems to be a talking point, which I don't know. Like you said, maybe he just knows, hey, let's not get hurt. Let's coast. I'll play in the tournaments. But I was watching him, just first half against BYU and then down the stretch last night. And the guy is a stud. But then I also see people like Jeff Teague saying you can't draft that guy number one with his injury concerns. Just there's too many other good prospects. You got to kind of punish him for it. But that was a fun game last night. Cody McClure, top of the morning to you, friend.
Hello, good morning. It is good to be here. Good to be anywhere. You're talking about Darren Peterson?
That's right.
Is that who you're talking about? He's I watched that game because I had Kansas winning, and he was electric. He hit the shots when they needed him to hit the shots. Clutch. He might be last year's Walter Clayton Jr.
Then on the other side, JT Toppin not making the shots for them.
No, he had he didn't do anything the first half. I don't know if he did much else the second half. But
did you win your parlay?
No, because I also had the over the point totals. And it was a low scoring game.
Yeah, that was an old school type of rock fight. That was a Texas Tech. Chris Beard's still around here somewhere.
I had Kansas win, Kansas over point total, Texas Tech under. So I got 2 out of 3, but Kansas didn't score the 76 I needed.
No, they didn't.
Nowhere close. So I was hoping for Tech to hit that 3 and force overtime. That was my only hope there. But it was a good game. Not much going on in the midweek, early week. I guess it was Monday night, so no more football.
I feel like Big Monday used to be a bigger deal. I don't know. Maybe it's the lack of interest I have in the Big 12 since Kevin Durant's no longer there. But high school me was all about like, hey, the Big Monday, let's go watch these games. Now it's just kind of,
I feel like Big Monday didn't start at 9 p.m. Like, I feel like you used to get your good game at 7 or maybe 8 at the most.
Yeah.
Syracuse didn't do it for you?
Mm-mm.
It just seems like every Monday, though, there's only like 1 or 2 ranked teams playing. Like, it feels like they kind of have got to where they just started giving teams Monday off, which is fair because they all have to play on Saturday. I understand why, but it seems like Tuesday and Wednesday is kind of the basketball day.
I think I'm just going to start watching movies like you do on Monday nights or whatever night.
Well, I watch movies a lot. Tuesday night's the night I go to the movies. I'm going tonight if you want to go.
What are you watching?
Send Help.
Send Help?
Yeah.
Is that the one with Rachel McAdams?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind watching her on the screen.
Yeah. I'm excited to watch that one.
She's a real Hollywood actress.
Yeah.
Actor. Sorry.
Actor, yeah.
Yeah.
There's an early showing if you want to go watch it.
I watched Office Space last night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Which I'd seen it before, but
okay.
it'd been a long time. You ever watch that?
Yeah. Such a weird role. Whenever I watch it, I mostly am just taken out of it by Jennifer Aniston. I'm like, why would she agree to be in this movie?
Yeah, I know. Nobody else is really a big name other than Stephen Root, of course, my close personal friend.
Sure.
Stephen Root, who plays Milton. But the rest of those actors, I didn't know any of those actors, really.
I mean, I know the boss is in the Brady Bunch. At least the Brady Bunch movie. I know him from that.
Lundberg?
Yeah, he's in the Brady Bunch movie.
Is that what they call him? Lundberg? Bill Lundberg.
Yeah. You got the one guy from the Drew Carey show. But yeah, you don't really know anybody. And so every time I watch that movie, I'm just taken back that Jennifer Aniston agreed to be in that. And the movie came out in 1999, so that would have been near the peak of her fame.
Yeah, she was big by then, right?
Yeah, I mean, Friends was huge by 1999. So, like, I don't know when she agreed to be in it or when they filmed it or whatever, but I would still think Friends had been famous by the time they did it.
Maybe she thought it was going to be a bigger movie. Is that considered like a cultish?
Yeah, it's a cult classic. So, I mean, I'm sure she's happy that she did it.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's happy she did it because it's like a nice little like indie film and like, yeah, it's cult classic and she's not in very many good movies. So, I mean, she can take them where she can get them.
She had a lot of flair in that movie.
She did have a lot of flair.
But only the bare minimum.
Yeah. You ever seen it, Sam? You ever seen it, Bubba? Office Space?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Yeah.
I need
you to watch that.
I'd give it cult classic status.
I enjoyed it.
Definitely worth watching.
I hadn't seen it in like 10 years, so.
Well, I find it in the criteria closet. Criteria. How do you say that? No? Okay.
Criteria?
No, it's like they're like A24 and all these other studios, and people would try to be like really filmaholics, and they pick these like the Criterion collection.
Oh, okay.
So if it makes it, it's like kind of in its own category.
Okay. I don't know where I'd have it in my closet. I don't know if it would make it in there. I don't know where I'd have it like in my top 100 movies or if it'd be in my top 100 movies, but it's a good movie.
I don't think it's a top 100 movie.
Yeah.
It's a fine movie. It's worth sitting down for. It's short, too. It's only like an hour and 20 minutes. So
it's very relatable for anybody that's worked in an office.
They do capture there's a lot of little detail. Like when it first starts and he's sitting in traffic, a lot of the little like details of traffic, like, I don't know, you try to switch one lane and it starts moving, and then you switch the other one and it starts moving, and just little things.
Yeah, no, it captures the mundaneness of everyday life.
It's a fun movie. It's a fun little movie that's worth watching once or twice.
And if you're into late 90s Jennifer Aniston, she's pretty cute in it.
She is cute.
In like a very approachable way. Just girl next door type of thing.
Yep.
What would you do if you had $1 million? 2 chicks at the same time.
Yeah, the neighbor. He's maybe my favorite.
Yeah.
He just hears everything because the walls are so thin in the apartment. It's cool.
So Sam watched basketball. Cody watched Office Space.
And basketball.
Bubba, what'd you take in last night?
Honestly, I took in some White Claws, cleaned up
Nice.
the room a little bit, and just kind
Nice.
of listened to some 2000s rock.
Okay. That's a Monday night for you, brother.
Yeah. This is nice. I enjoyed it.
Just getting tipsy and dancing around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Burning some cookies.
I told you guys I've been watching cookies.
Yeah, I was going through the freezer and there's these like apple turnover inspired cookies.
Now, do you do what you do here? Do you do what you do to me? Like, if you see cookies, does Bubba like go, oh, don't mind if I do, and then grab them out of the freezer and then put them on the pan? Like, do you do that just by yourself too?
No, I look at the expiration and I said, oh, 3 years ago, what are we doing? Anyways.
You still ate them?
Yeah.
Nah, salmonella's not real.
Well, these are safe to eat, and I think that's what ruined them because, like, the inside was way too soggy, but the outside, like, crisped up. And it's like, put some egg in this, please.
When you say apple turnover inspired.
Yeah, this was like caramel apple cookie.
Okay, yeah. So the inside was supposed to be gooey?
I don't think so. I hope not.
Oh.
I mean, I hope so because that means I, baked them right. And by baked them, I mean put them in the air fryer, which you're probably not supposed to do.
You could probably put cookies in the air fryer, I assume. I don't know.
I think it burns them quicker.
Maybe a lower temperature next time.
Nope.
No. You have an oven?
Yeah, it's too big, though.
Too big?
I don't like using an
Wouldn't
oven.
it just be the size of an oven?
Yeah, but like for the space needed for, 4 cookies, too big.
What do you got? Like one of those brick, like wood fire oven? One of those?
I just don't think the pressing and then waiting for the preheating for like 18 minutes and then waiting another like 20 minutes,
Yeah.
Well, I've been watching the UK version of The Traitors, which, it is kind of cool listening to people's different accents and listen to like the way the different like phrases and stuff they have. Like if I was going to say, Sam, I'm voting for you, that's how I would say it. But there they say, Sam, I'm going to vote for yourself. And it throws me off the way they say yourself. They use yourself just to mean you. And it's been one of the toughest things to get used to. But season 2, I got to say, if you like the show, pretty elite season, pretty elite gameplay. So I was pretty wrapped up into it.
So it's just British celebrities then?
No, it's not celebrities. They do that different than here in America. Here in America, we use celebrities kind of loosely, but like, the reality TV celebrities, no, they just use real people, which is fine because I wouldn't know any British celebrities either over there. So all's the same as far as I'm concerned. But I watched
Traitors.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Randall Cobb.
No. I don't even know if I'd consider him a traitor. We kind of
No, he's not, but he's the closest to fitting the narrative I was going for.
There's that lineman we had.
Gerald Mincy?
Yeah, we had Gerald Mincy.
Yeah, that'd be a better example.
He was a UK traitor.
Yeah.
And then he kind of just quit in the middle of a game and was at the concession stand, which is pretty funny.
Randall Cobb was just that guy that we wish we had
lied to.
Yeah, we missed on him, I guess.
We should have told him, yeah, sir, you could come here and play quarterback for sure. But yeah, no, we didn't. We didn't do that.
Yeah, hard to call him a traitor, though. He's not really a traitor.
Sure.
Chris Lofton, they would consider a traitor.
They would call him a UT traitor, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Yep. Well, that's fun.
All right. Well, that was my evening.
Preds had a wild comeback for my Jersey Mike's points.
Let's go. Me too. I didn't know that, but that's good.
They were down 5-1 and they won 6-5.
That's a pretty big comeback.
Yeah.
When were they down 5-1?
8.5 minutes left in the second period.
Feels like a pretty good comeback. At home?
Yeah.
Place going crazy?
Yeah.
I bet it was pretty bleak at first because you're like, oh, man, we just fired our GM. This team's rudderless. We got nothing going on. The next thing you know, boom. The Preds are back.
Football equivalent of like 35-7.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
It's a pretty big comeback.
Mm-hmm.
We'll dive into some sports coming up next. Stick with us. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold wave filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Yeehaw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues. Every bet type you can imagine. Live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Shout out to the freaks watching along over on YouTube. Make sure you smash that like button. Interact with the show. Cody, welcome back. Did you have a good weekend?
Oh, yeah, busy weekend. I was out in the snow. It was
yeah, you picked a good weekend to try to move some stuff.
Yeah, I sure did. It was a little treacherous, at times, but I didn't let it slow me down. Well, it slowed me down, but I didn't let it stop me, I guess would be the thing. I even got out there and did a little Uber. It got a little treacherous Friday night, like late.
You were out doing Ubers?
Yeah, like between midnight and 3, it got pretty late. Or it got pretty, well, it did get pretty late, but it got pretty rough for a bit. But nothing I couldn't handle.
Wow.
Important thing to know about driving in that weather, you just got to have enough speed to get up the hills. That's all you got to. Now, if you drive some little, Mini Cooper or something like that, I mean, I got at least front wheel drive, which helps. But, I guess not every car can handle it, but Honda Accord does pretty good.
I'm so ready for the cold to be gone.
Well, this week we're going to get some improvement.
Yeah.
It looks, I saw.
It's supposed to get up to 50.
Yeah. Well, I saw 63 down the line.
60. Yeah. I was going to say that's like on Monday or so.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the help is coming.
Well, we've made it to February. I mean, once December and January are behind you, you can at least see some light at the end of the tunnel.
What is the most interesting thing going on right now in sports? What do you want to talk about?
The most interesting thing.
Yeah, what are you most intrigued by?
Well, there's not a lot. I mean, the Super Bowl's this week.
The Super Bowl is this week.
That's a big deal.
That's right.
And the big game. Surely we'll see some new commercials, some new advertisements that'll be fun. But that's not until Sunday.
My old lady was asking if we could go to multiple parties.
Multiple parties?
Yeah, she was like, because she's like,
it's not Halloween.
Well, that's kind of what I said, and I think I upset her because I was just like, what? She's like, yeah, like we don't want to stay at one place, right? Because like
first quarter here,
she's got a couple friends that are asking her to do stuff, and I was like, no. I was like, you've got it too far down the road with these people without like making it known that we have that we have plans. She's like, well, we don't have plans. I'm like, okay, then we don't have any obligation to anybody. I was like, I'll sit at home. I don't care. And I was like, just pick one and we'll go. I was like, we're not going to multiple. She's like, couldn't understand. I was like, I want to watch the game. I do want to watch the game. I was like, B, I do enjoy the commercials. And C, I want to see Bad Bunny. But also, like,
I'll be watching the Turning Point USA halftime show myself. Kid Rock and Lee Brice and Brantley Gilbert.
Who is the woman in the Turning Points? Who is she?
I don't know.
There's a woman also doing it. It's those three and a woman. I know. I've heard of Lee Brice. I've heard of Brantley Gilbert, and of course, I used to be a huge Kid Rock fan. I don't know who the woman is.
Her name is Gabby Barrett.
Okay, yeah, but do we know? Like, is she famous at all?
She must be somewhat famous.
Well, Turning Point picked her, so she is a person.
Fair enough.
If you're big enough to do the Turning Point USA halftime show, you got to be pretty big star.
Yeah, fair enough. I didn't recognize her. Maybe they're going to make a new star. Maybe this is her big moment.
Yeah, it looks like she's like straight out of like getting signed from whatever place down on Broadway. She's very young.
In actuality, I don't really care about watching Bad Bunny. I mean, I'd like to see it, but that's
you're going to have a translator present.
I could just enjoy the music and the rhythm. I don't need to hear the lyrics all the time or understand the lyrics. It's fine. But I was like, we're not going to multiple Super Bowl parties. It's like, this is not happening. It's like, fine, I'm going to take a shower. And then she went and got in the shower. I was like, oh, well. It's like, I was like, maybe I was a little too mean about it. But like, I was like, I'm not.
It's not happening.
Well, I was just like, I'm not. I was like, you can go do that if you want. I was like, I'm not going. I was like, I'll pick one and I'll go. It's fine. I'm not going to multiple.
Must be nice to have multiple Super Bowl party invites, though.
In a way, yes, but in another way, no, because I don't think we're anybody's first choice type of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
well, at least you're a choice.
Yeah.
I don't have any Super Bowl party invites yet.
That's not true. You guys always do a Super Bowl party.
I mean, I'm sure we'll get together, but we have no plans yet.
Sam, you got any Super Bowl party plans?
I'll be out in Arizona.
Oh yeah, that's right. For a wedding, right, or bachelor trip?
Bachelor trip, yeah.
What a time to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Good choice.
You're going to Arizona to play golf, is that right?
Yeah.
Is there a big course out there? You're doing like the waste management course? Or are you allowed to go?
Well, that's the week of the waste management, actually.
Are you going to watch it or are you just playing in it?
I don't think we got plans on that. No, I didn't get a sponsor exemption.
No. I reckon people just get to – you get to go play that as a regular person?
You can if you want, yeah.
You just have to book it, and I'm sure it's tough to get.
It's probably real expensive this time of year, but
I had a buddy playing at TPC Sawgrass.
Yeah.
And took a picture of him
doing the 17th
on
hole.
the 17th hole.
Nice.
I asked him if he made it. He said on the second ball.
That's around Jacksonville, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty cool. I guess that's a part of the appeal of like being a golf fan is you can eventually maybe
play
go
some
play
of those
some
courses.
of those courses.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So you're going out there to play golf. Is there a casino too out there or no?
Yeah, there's casino out there.
Okay.
Planning on doing that too.
All right. When you leave?
Saturday morning.
Out of Nashville or out of Knoxville?
Nashville.
Direct flight?
Yeah.
To where? Scottsdale?
Yeah.
How far is that from Phoenix?
Can you fly into Scottsdale? It is Phoenix, basically. It's a suburb.
Oh, okay. Then I'm sure.
You probably have to fly into Phoenix.
Well, yeah.
It's
like a 20-minute drive, though, I'm pretty sure, outside of it.
Yeah, it's not far.
What about you, Bubba? You got any Super Bowl plans?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Good for you. Good for you.
What are they?
I'll be in Vegas.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, wow.
Bubba's going to be in Vegas.
Oh,
that's right. Because I need you here on Monday, kind of locked
yeah.
in.
Well,
Sam
yeah.
and Bubba are both gone.
Sounds like it.
Remind
Be
me
sure
to
to send me a reminder.
Remind me to ask Brett if he minds to come hang out with us and help.
Yeah, I'll be gone Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, Bubba, you gone Monday and Tuesday as well, or just?
I'll
Monday?
be back Monday at about like 5:00
in the morning.
Afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Just hop off the plane and come here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't worry about it.
It's on the way home. I mean,
yeah, just stop by,
drop in, do a show.
Don't worry about it. You'll be fine.
We'll hold it down.
And then I got to thinking: are there other people that have to do Super Bowl party hopping? Like, is that a thing? Because I've never really heard of that as a thing.
what if you just decide to host? So that way the pressure's on everybody else to come to
I don't
your
have
party.
the space to host. I don't host. I don't have the space. Plus, that would be kind of miserable.
Having to entertain people.
Having to clean.
Yeah.
It's the cleaning. And really just
that
the dog.
cheese dip that's been sitting there for 6 hours.
It's really just
caked
the dog.
onto the side of the. You can never get all that cheese dip off.
If you have a dog and you're hosting, I think it just stresses your dog out.
Yeah.
And Frank would be running all over the place, acting crazy.
He'd be freaking out.
Yeah. Well,
I've
the place
never
I'm
heard of
going,
Super Bowl hopping.
The place I'm going has no pets, so like it is a pretty ideal place to go because you don't have to worry about taking over their domain or sitting in their spot or this kind of smells over here. That's nice. What were you saying, Sam?
I've never heard of Super Bowl hopping.
Yeah, maybe it's a popular thing with women. I don't know. Maybe girls.
Well, yeah, if you're not a true football fan, you probably don't care.
Maybe girls do it, and I do consider myself a true football fan. I won't say that like I'm, gung ho about this Super Bowl. I won't say that I'm like super fired up or anything. But like, yeah, I still want to watch it. I don't want to be on the road in the second quarter, and also I just find it kind of silly
to go somewhere and then uproot.
Yeah,
it's again.
I'm not a bar hopper. Like I've never been a bar hopper. When I go somewhere, I kind of rather just stay at one place. I've got a rapport I'm building with the help, the barkeep. I see her, she sees me. We got a little thing, some rhythm going. She knows what I want. I don't have to go into somewhere else.
I want you to refill this glass every 6 minutes.
Yeah, I don't want to have to go in there and do that with multiple people. So I've never really been a mover. I guess when I was younger, maybe like Halloween parties, you try to hit multiple, but like for the most part, like New Year's, I'm not getting on the road and going different places.
That's the last place you want to be on the road is on New Year's.
Yeah, birthday parties, hey, everyone's kind of got their own birthday.
And like every Super Bowl party pretty much has the same food. So like you're not really going to a different party and like just completely upgrading in a certain category, I think.
No, but you also would probably be obligated to bring something to both parties.
True.
Because like you don't want to show up to a party empty-handed.
That'd be hilarious if you like brought a crock pot or something and then you just unplug it and you plug it back in 4 different times.
I rake out half of it at one place.
Yeah.
Here, this is your half. This is your allotted half.
Save a little bit some for the next party.
I got to take the other half somewhere else.
Give the cheese dip that little stir where you get the coagulated stuff off the top and just mix it back into the wet cheese dip.
Yeah.
That's always good.
What if you just switch it up this year and just go to, different, ethnic or cultural background restaurant, for the game and have their foods?
Like what kind of plate? Like
you go to Sticky Rice for Laotian food and have,
what?
Sticky Rice Cafe.
Laotian?
Yeah, they're
Laotian?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a Laotian. Laotian.
You could have that instead of pigs in a blanket. You could have.
How about I just stay home? How about I order a pizza and then stay home? How about I just go pick up a pizza from the
crab rangoon pizza?
I just go to the grocery store and pick up a Red Baron. How about I just sit there and eat a Red Baron?
Yeah.
That's how about I do that?
That's
Cook
pretty
yourself a big
cultural.
old T-bone or something.
T-bone steak.
It's football. It shouldn't be a damn party. We should be locked in. Nobody talk. I gotta listen to Tom Brady. Turn it up.
I don't like. I'm with you on the Super Bowl. I don't like missing anything. Like, because I want to see all the commercials. Like, I want to stay locked in. I don't even like having to get up to go to the bathroom.
It used to be worse for me because I used to love gambling on it, and like was all 10, 15, 20 different props, just nonstop action. You're trying to time the national anthem. What's the coin toss, head or tails? Now, like, I'll maybe pick a side. I'll maybe take a couple player props that I like. Like last year, I was all over like just Xavier Worthy. So I wasn't really like rooting for the game either way. I just needed the Chiefs to keep throwing the ball to Xavier Worthy. Everyone else has got their bets going on. I'm getting mad. I'm not hitting mine. Whatever.
And you got big stakes, and somebody else over here's got a $5
Well,
parlay.
I don't shame. I just don't want to hear them talk about it.
Right.
Or definitely not root against me. But yeah. Like was together with some people watching the Final Four, and I had a lot of money on Duke against Houston. They're rooting for Houston. That big comeback. I'm sitting there like, oh my God, I want to die. Then on Monday for the national championship, I had Houston, and I'm at a bar watching people with Florida going crazy. And I was like, oh my God,
you just went the wrong way on Houston twice.
Yeah. But I was like in public for both of them, around people for both of them. I was like, this is not fun.
No.
This is no good.
Best just to sit at home.
Just turn on the lamp.
Not go anywhere.
Yeah, just turn on the lamp and just control my own domain.
Yeah, that's what you got. That's what you pay for it. That's why you can stay there all you want.
But it's about community. It's about hanging out with people, I guess. Yeah, I know.
Once you go to enough of them, though, you go to enough Super Bowl parties. It's the same thing every year. I enjoy it. I guess it's just I never know how to behave really at a Super Bowl because it's on a Sunday. And, typically you get together with your buddies, you do a little boozing. On a Sunday night, it just feels different. I've never been a big Sunday boozer.
I thought President Trump told us he was going to do something about this.
Prohibition?
Am I wrong? Did he not
Monday?
Did he not say we're going to get this Monday as a holiday and that maybe him and Goodell were going to team up and push the season back a week and just make it President's Day Monday and we get it off?
Well, you know how these politicians are.
Empty promises. But I was under the impression that we were going to fix this because you're right. The Sunday Super Bowl party isn't that fun because you got to kind of somewhat keep yourself under control.
Yeah.
You go home at 9:30 with a belly full, feeling half drunk, sweating
profusely,
mad about your bets. You got to get in the shower and get ready for the work week. That ain't no way to live.
No,
ain't no way to live at all.
No, the Super Bowl Monday is it's a hard life.
Who are you leaning towards right now?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but because I want to say Seattle, but I saw some information that Super Bowl underdogs typically perform very well.
Super Bowl underdogs are usually a really good bet.
Yeah, and especially with it being the biggest spread in some years, right?
Favorites 4.5 points or higher are 1-10 against the spread.
Right.
Which means the underdogs are 10-1 in the 11 games where the spread has been 4.5 points or higher.
Yeah, and the thing I heard goes back even further than that. It's almost like, I want to say it was like 20, 25 years or something. It's like underdogs cover 2/3 of the time. Or
oh, well, yeah, if you're looking for that one, yeah, underdogs have won outright 3 straight times. They've covered 5 straight times, and they are 15-7 in their last 22 against the spread. So that's over 2/3.
So with that information, both teams have 2 weeks to get ready. Like, I think Seattle's to me, they look like clearly a better football team than New England. But take that information how you will. You can bet either way.
I just give the Patriots coaching staff so much credit for having been there and done that. Vrabel's never coached in a Super Bowl, but he's played in some. He's got experience there and kind of knows the intricacies of, hey, this isn't your normal 12-minute halftime. We got to do something a little different here because this is going to last 40 minutes. They got to get up the stage and everything's set up and cleared off for Bad Bunny. So don't do what you usually do at halftime or else you're going to get tight. Do this instead. Josh McDaniels, has coached in a bunch of Super Bowls as well.
And we get on the exercise bike.
It's hard to ignore the underdog thing, though. It really is. That 10-1.
Yeah.
When the spread's 4.5. What do you make of that? Is that just the the extra emotional push? Like, is that the extra motivation of being told you're going to lose all week?
I guess. I mean, but you would think that would apply throughout the season, but history is clearly on your side there if you take the underdog in the Super Bowl.
You would think it'd play the whole season, but like the Super Bowl is the biggest one, and you're obviously a great team if you get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you got to be.
To me, it's probably more about narratives. I do think to me the difference is the public matters so much more in the Super Bowl determining who the favorite is. Because like looking on paper last year, and obviously seeing the way it played out, the Eagles probably should have been favored in that game.
Yeah, Philadelphia is clearly the better team.
But I think everyone looked and said, "Oh, the Chiefs, they always win. Oh, Patrick Mahomes, yeah, they got to be favorites."
It was just a respect thing.
Going back to Super Bowl 50, which is crazy because this one's 60. 10 years ago, you're looking in, the Broncos, pretty big underdogs against the Panthers, but you're kind of looking like, that experience, that, Peyton, that defense, Von Miller, yada, yada, yada. On the other hand, the Seahawks and Broncos, back when it was the offensive Broncos and the Seahawks were a much more complete team, probably should have been favored in that game. But instead, the Seahawks, I believe, are like +2.
This one feels different, though. Like if we come in a week from now and you tell me, yeah, New England won by 2 touchdowns, everybody should have known. I mean, look what they did all year. But to me, it feels different. Like Seattle should be the clear favorite. They look like the better team the way they've been blowing teams out a good portion of the season.
Well, and this time I don't think the narrative is there.
Yeah.
Like this time I don't think the Seahawks are favorites on the strength of the narrative or the quarterback. I think they'd probably be bigger favorites without it, because the narrative kind of works against them with Sam Darnold. Now, maybe Drake May's shoulder makes all of this a moot point because we don't even know if he's healthy. Super Bowl Tuesday, getting closer and closer to it. Along those same lines, we were talking about the Patriots. Bill Belichick didn't get in the Hall of Fame. Well, neither did Robert Kraft. Robert Kraft also not going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, as he did not get enough votes, just like Bill Belichick. That news coming out this morning. So it does feel like some voters at least punishing the Patriots for a little cheating. Still going to be interesting to see what they do with Tom Brady in a couple years.
I mean, if Tom Brady's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, come on.
I would have said the same thing about Bill Belichick. Brady was attached to that cheating too. Now, maybe he didn't orchestrate Spygate, so maybe he'll get a little bit of a reprieve, but I don't know.
It's Tom Brady.
Maybe the nerds, the journalist nerds will say, you know what? That one Super Bowl of Tampa was impressive enough. That's good enough.
Yeah. I mean, you could say that even without his time in New England, he could be a Hall of Famer.
We're still days away from football, though. It's basketball season. Stick with us. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
When a dangerous, overgrown, or storm-damaged tree is threatening your home, your car, or your family, don't risk it. Call ECR Total Landscapes, your local tree-cutting experts. From precision tree removal and trimming to emergency storm cleanup, ECR Total Landscapes has the equipment and the experience to get the job done safely and efficiently. Call today to set up your free estimate, 865-384-2012, or just go online to ecrtotallandscapes.com.
My name is Ariel. I moved to the U.S. at 19. I spoke no English and I struggled finding job opportunities. Everything I have, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and getting my high school diploma at age 22.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game, Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Which I said, it's basketball season, but football did kind of dominate some headlines. I did think it was funny that there was a report from Ian Rappaport that Justin Fields looked at the Pro Bowl and was like, nah, I'm good. Apparently the Pro Bowl reached out to Justin Fields, Cody. That they asked Justin Fields, who was benched this year, hey, you want to come be in the Pro Bowl?
By Pro Bowl, they just mean, have you taken snaps in the NFL before?
So one of the most confusing things about the Pro Bowl that I saw, and I actually spent my 2 minutes of my life watching this, was they did a golf simulator long drive, in quotes, competition.
Okay.
What are we doing here?
They're trying hard. And look, I do think, Sam, we talked yesterday about Groundhog Day and tradition and just like, doing things just because we've always done it and people feeling like cozy with it. I don't know how you feel about Groundhog Day, Cody, but I kind of like every February 2nd we at least talk about this really stupid tradition.
There ain't nothing else happening.
Yeah,
at least Bill Murray got a movie out of it.
There ain't nothing going on, so like, why not? Tell me about this little stupid groundhog.
Punxsutawney Phil.
Which is really funny because I got on Instagram yesterday and one of my kickball teammates was posting front and center at the ceremony.
Oh.
Two of them were up there, just front row, watching Punxsutawney Phil, which
you got to be a pretty big nerd.
I got a pretty good chuckle out of that just because of how random it was. I was like, I wasn't expecting someone to be showing up to watch Punxsutawney Phil, but I was like, you know what? I somewhat appreciate the tradition and the kookiness of it. All-star games in professional sports, kind of similar. They're stupid. They're broken. Every time we actually watch one, we just talk about how broken they are. But I do think there's a push from some people to preserve them or keep them alive. Because when you have a cool memory or a cool moment in the All-Star game, it does carry weight when you realize, oh, wait, these are all the best players in the world. Now, the Pro Bowl, they've lost that, for a long time. I don't know the last Pro Bowl moment you think of, maybe Sean Taylor laying out the punter.
I mean, I watched it when I was a kid, just because I liked football and I didn't know any difference on, to me it was just another game. So like I remember watching it, but I haven't cared about it in my entire adult life. I haven't watched it at all unless it just happened to be on and somebody I was living with was watching it.
Would you be completely fine if it went away?
Yeah. Yeah, it has zero impact on my sports viewing.
Zero.
Same with the All-Star game or with the NBA. I don't watch that NBA All-Star game. Baseball, I mean, the home run derby, that's all right. I mean, I'll occasionally I'll tune into that, but like the All-Star games have never really mattered to me since I was a kid.
Dunk contest, 3-point shootout, either one of those.
Same thing.
Matter at all?
When I was a kid, I liked the dunk contest. I mean, I do have fond memories. Me and my stepbrother loved the dunk contest because that inspired us to get a trampoline a basketball goal and go out there and do some trick stuff. We did our own dunks. We set a trampoline up right under the.
Would you grade each other?
Basketball goal. Yeah, I don't remember exactly how we did it, but just like he would do something, he'd be like, "Yeah, try that. Can you do that?" And I'd be like, "Oh, I can't go between my legs." And then we'd make out. No, just kidding.
Stepbrother, why are you doing this?
Yeah. No, it was fun as a kid, but again, I haven't cared at all in the last 15 years.
Sam, Bubba, do you care at all on any of them?
I still kind of care about the MLB a little bit.
Yeah,
but
I do think it's the closest one to like a real sporting event in terms of a real competition. Baseball, of course, less dangerous than football, and I guess less dangerous than basketball as well.
Pro Bowl hasn't had my attention for a very long time.
Yeah.
Dunk contest died with Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine.
I think it died with like YouTube, really, or like just Twitter videos and TikToks. You can see all those dunks, happen all the time now.
I like the NASCAR All-Star race when I was a boy. But again, when I was a boy, it's been many years.
Are they trying to just preserve this for the kids then? Because
maybe.
I do think the majority of people would be like, you know what? I'd be good if the All-Star games just went away. But at the same time, I do like the accolades. Now, Pro Bowl, that one's been watered down, obviously. When you have Shedeur Sanders claiming, hey, I was a Pro Bowler. And I don't want to pick on Shedeur because the jig was up for me back in like 2009 when they put Vince Young on the Pro Bowl team. Like or maybe it was 06 even, his rookie year, he got to make the Pro Bowl because of so many people backing out. So you kind of realized it was a farce, 2 decades ago almost at this point. But I do still like it in basketball of like, hey, an all-star bid kind of means something. An all-star bid means something. In baseball, it's a little watered down because they still have the same rule now, right, that one person from every team has to make it. That's still a thing, right? Where
I think so.
Every franchise has to be represented with an all-star, which I find to be kind of dumb as well. But if that wasn't the case, the NL team would just be all Dodgers that they've bought and acquired. So mixed in with a couple Mets and a couple Braves here and there. But I do still like the idea of the All-Star games. So I understand why they want to preserve them like Groundhog Day.
Well, if you actually had the best players out there showcasing, and it was just great on great, that might be fun to watch. But
now the NBA has done something different this year, and they have tried to tap into you, Cody. They've been listening to Talk Sports, and they hear your disdain for all the foreigners.
Okay.
So they are doing Team USA versus the world for the All-Star.
All right, I'll give them credit.
I forgot about this, yeah.
They're going to take the American players and then make them go up against the international All-Stars. So, like, on one team, there'll be, LeBron James' old ass, but, like, the other
Steph
American
Curry,
stars, Steph Curry.
Devin Booker.
Yeah, Jalen Johnson.
Anthony Edwards.
Sure. And they'll be going up against Jokic and Wemby and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Sounds like the foreigner team's a lot better.
Yeah, the foreigner team is a lot loaded. Yeah. It is. That's kind of the problem here.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's a foreigner?
He's Canadian.
Well, I'll be damned.
Which maybe we should get to claim him. Maybe it should be like North America versus the world.
That'd give us a better shot.
Yeah. Yeah. Does that make you care? A little bit. The fact that, again, they're trying to tap in. Hey, it's the year of the Olympics. The Olympics will be going on around the same time. The World Cup, USA, America first,
I still don't care.
Okay.
But if it airs at 8 a.m. and you put a TV in here, I'll watch it.
But 8 p.m. you're sitting at home, you won't have it on one of your TVs?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Team World has Giannis, who will be out with an injury. SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Luka, Wemby, Jokic, Pascal Siakam, Denny Advia, and Jamal Murray.
Who is Denny Advia?
He's Israeli, but he's been pretty good in Portland this year. He's kind of the dragon meme. He's not really He's not really an all-star.
It's the first time I've heard that name.
And I would say most people probably agree. Like, I don't know if Bubba and Sam have heard of Denny Avdia either.
Heard of him yesterday for the first time because Benjamin Netanyahu tweeted about him.
Okay, well, there you go. But, like, yeah, and then, like, they'll find an injury replacement for Antetokounmpo, so maybe they'll get, like, Karl Anthony Towns or somebody.
He's foreign?
He's got...
With a name like Karl Anthony Towns? I mean, that's as an American of a name as I could think of.
One of his grandparents is from, a country, and he kind of claims citizenship there. I don't know which country it is, but, like, he's saying, like, he wants to tap into those roots. But also, like, hey, I don't want to be buried on the Team USA team. I'd rather play on the Team World, get some run.
Would
get
he
some
not,
minutes.
He wouldn't be one of the best players on Team USA?
No.
So LeBron, Curry.
Yeah, and like they're going to split Team USA into two teams. I don't know exactly how they're doing that. I think maybe they'll bring. I don't know if they're bringing in like G League All Stars again or whatever. But like there's 16 American players, and they get split up into two teams of 8. So they're trying something different.
Yeah, at least they're giving it a shot.
Team USA versus the world. Do anything for you, Bubba?
It gives me one more point.
One more point?
Yeah, it was on like a 1 out of 10. Now it's a 2 out of 10.
Oh, okay. I figured you'd get together. You're the type of guy that watches the Olympics and roots for Russia and China, don't you?
No, not those, but other nations.
Yeah. The Czech Republic. He's really rooting for the Czech Republic.
Absolutely.
In the Winter Olympics. He doesn't want to see America keep winning. I got you. I understand.
Who do you root for in the bobsledding event?
Whoever's got the coolest uniform.
Usually Jamaica.
Okay. Tradition. It matters. Somewhat.
Not to the Pro Bowl.
Not to the Pro Bowl, but that's part of the reason. Just like it's part of the reason I don't want to see the NCAA tournament expand either, though. It's part of the reason I'm like, hey, let's just leave it where we got 6 games and we got 4 sides of the bracket and we know what we're doing here. Like, let's not expand and make the bracket is one of the best things in sports. Not so much the tournament. I think the tournament's a little overrated, but it's still awesome and it still creates great moments. But just the actual bracket that you can print out on your paper.
It may be the best thing in sports. I mean, it's right there near the top.
It just fits perfectly, and you can fill it out, and here's your Final Four. It comes together so nicely. If you start making it much bigger and the letters start getting smaller, we're going to need 2 pages. We're going to print out 4 pages, one for each thing, and carry it around in a binder.
I can barely read the print as it is.
Yeah. Don't change it. A big part of that's just tradition, though.
I don't want them to expand the NCAA tournament, but it's probably inevitable. Like with everything else, more money to be made.
I don't know how many changes I've come out of and thought, you know what, that's actually for the better. Do you feel better about the SEC expanding? Because I don't.
No, I think it's harder to win.
But from an entertainment standpoint, is it a better product now that it's 16 teams?
Well, the thing that the SEC has at least done, I give them credit for, is keeping it right geographically.
For the most part.
Like if we had added UCLA and USC like the Big Ten did, I would be like, what are we doing? This is silly.
You can still take a pen, put it on a map, and like draw every team. You can still get to every team.
All the states still border.
Yeah.
Is Columbia, Missouri a part of the Southeast? No, not really. But
that St. Louis TV market's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, and it borders Arkansas and Tennessee, and so I mean you could go all the way back though, because by this point in time we've gotten used to A&M and Missouri, right, as SEC teams. They feel like SEC teams now.
I disagree.
You don't think so? After it's been almost 15 years.
To me, Missouri still doesn't feel like an SEC team. To me, I still think of them. Sure, I think of them as the SEC because we talk about them all the time, but like to me, they are still Big 12.
But there's probably people that said that about Arkansas and South Carolina.
Sure,
you go back to 1992 when we expanded there from 10 to 12, and people are probably, I don't like these outsiders.
Yeah, maybe that's the thing is we just hate change all around.
I think we need to add West Virginia.
They're Appalachian.
I got no use for them. They sent me a bag of gummy penises to the studio.
They did do that.
They can all go to hell. Enjoy rotting. Enjoy
West
rotting.
Virginia did?
Yeah.
He upset their fan base.
I upset their fan bases.
Did you eat them?
No, I didn't eat them.
I think
not?
some of us did.
Cody ate them.
I think some of us. I mean, they're gummy candy. I mean,
yeah, it wasn't
I don't care what it's shaped like. Who
yeah,
cares?
it wasn't about the penises, but I just wouldn't have eaten anything from strangers personally.
Well, somebody had to eat them.
I guess everybody's a stranger that cooks for you in a restaurant, so I guess I do eat stuff from strangers, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't poison them or nothing.
They can enjoy just rotting in their are they still the Big 12?
They are in the Big 12.
I didn't know if the ACC ever recruited them. They can enjoy rotting in the Big 12, being bad at every sport. They don't get a lifeline of getting to come to the SEC. No thanks.
They were one of the first weird expansion teams. Like when the Big 12 expanded and they added West Virginia, everybody's like, what?
Yeah.
West Virginia?
Yeah.
They're not in the Big 12?
Also seemed weird because I don't know what they bring to the table.
I don't either.
Mountain folk and missing teeth.
Although I will say, along the lines of tradition changing, I will give a tip of the cap to the 12-team playoff. I think ultimately that one was pretty good. That was new and unique, and I think it worked.
It gives you a reason to be interested in your team in November.
Sure.
Which is what I thought from the jump.
I won't even say November, Cody. I think it gives you a reason to be interested in February and March and April as well. I think the conversation around Tennessee would probably be a little bit more bleak if it was just still – if you were still – the only way that you felt like you were chasing for a championship was if you were a top 4 team. You'd probably feel a little bit worse about your program. But the fact you could say that you're competing for a championship if you could just be one of the top 12 teams, I think gives a lot of teams a little shot in the arm there.
You've got hope to win a championship in November, whereas back in the day, you take that second loss and you knew pretty much it was over. Now you take a second loss and you say, well, who have we beat? Could we afford a third loss? And to me, that makes it more interesting.
That being said, it also raises the pressure because the playoff is attainable. So, we're all sitting around here saying, hey, you better make the 12-team playoff next year, Josh.
Yeah, and when you don't make it, I will say that, this year, I mean, we were pretty checked out after that Oklahoma loss. I mean, it's
even 9-3 wouldn't have felt very good.
No.
Hour 1 in the books. We'll kick off hour 2 with some headlines. Stick with us. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
The flagship station for Tennessee football. Fans. Fan Run Radio.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City,
Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Life is more fun with a Good Life checking account from Citizens National Bank, offering extra benefits including bank travel. This September, experience the perfect fall getaway on the New England Rails and Sails Tour, or join CNB in October to chase the Northern Lights in Iceland. Get in on the fun by calling 865-429-7935.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Are you tired of waiting on interest rates to drop before you start saving money? I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, and I've got a better way. With a traditional closed-end mortgage, most of your payment goes straight to interest, not your balance. But with my Smart Loan, every deposit you make cuts your principal immediately and reduces interest in real time. On average, my clients pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. Call me today at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com and let's turn your income into financial freedom. NMLS number 332-941.
Should we do the trend with him? Should we show him the trend?
Yeah. You ready?
You're listening to Talk Sports.
So we all go around the room, and it's very simple. Somebody says, give me my money, and then you cheer. You go, and you just go around the room doing it. Jack, okay, you start.
Airing every day
from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Give me my money.
Yeah! You got to cheer, Cody.
Yeah!
Now my turn. I got to get my best Italian accent. Give me my money.
Yay!
Now your turn.
Give me my money. I don't like it.
On 1340 WKGN.
Yeah, let me try again. Give me my money. You're supposed to cheer. You guys said to cheer.
It actually does.
The hell is this?
It does actually make me laugh. That's
what is this?
Hour number 2 kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Drink the light, refreshing White Claw Hard Seltzer. Drink it responsibly. Enjoy your Tuesday. We have a little happy hour right there. For lunch. Yeah. You survived the snow. Drink some White Claw. Black cherry. That's my go-to. Bubba's shaking his head. Yes, he knows what I'm talking about.
That's what I was having listening to some old Nickelback last night.
Hell yeah, brother. That's a night right there. Drinking some Black Cherry White Claws responsibly, cleaning your room, listening to some Nickelback. What's your favorite Nickelback song?
That's a good question.
Fraud doesn't have one. Hour 2 headlines. What you got, Cody?
The NFL, thanks, John, is going to reevaluate their approach to the Rooney Rule after only one minority coach was hired this cycle.
And that minority coach was a Muslim and not a black man, which was the Rooney Rule's intention, was to get more black coaches hired.
Tighten up.
Robert Saleh. Yeah, it is nice. All those other racist programs and franchises, let's get a retread white guy. Oh, here's a straight white male getting another shot. Where have I seen this before? Not with the progressive Titans. Woman boss goes out and hires a Muslim man. That's America right there, baby. Meanwhile, these other teams, yeah. Oh yeah, what is it? Let me see this guy fell for the 10th time in a row. Yeah. Oh.
Both the Super Bowl coaches are white.
That is true.
Honkies.
So what does the NFL, do they say anything specific?
Roger Goodell says we have to take a closer look at the Rooney Rule and all that it encompasses to continue to make progress on diversity. I think we have become a more diverse league across every platform, including coaching, but we still have work to do, says Goodell. There's got to be more steps. We're reevaluating everything we're doing, including the accelerator program, including every aspect of our policies to meet the challenges of today and tomorrow rather than yesterday.
There are plenty of bad white coaches. You know what I mean? Like Brian Callahan comes to mind. One of the worst coaches in NFL history. But the thing is, white coaches getting hired and failing, doesn't really matter. Because there's just so many of the white coaches. But, man, when you do get an opportunity as a black coach and you do what Gerard Mayo did last year, and then you see Mike Vrabel come in and immediately take him to the Super Bowl. And I know the rosters weren't the same, but, just the perception there, Gerard Mayo did not help. Did not help the other black candidates to get hired because he was such a disaster. It sucks because, like I said, there's plenty of white coaches who are terrible.
I just realized that Kraft hired Mayo.
You missed a whole year of jokes.
How about that?
But I do wonder if Gerard Mayo, being such a train wreck, just kind of said, you know what? Let's keep going with Whitey.
We're going to bring in a white man to fix this organization. Who are the best black coaches?
Well, Mike Tomlin was.
Yeah, but he's gone now.
Mike McDaniel was probably the second best.
Mike McDaniel from the Dolphins?
Yeah.
Tony Dungy?
Well, I was going just off last year.
Whatever happened to Eric Bieniemy?
He's back in Kansas City.
Why didn't he get a job? Wasn't he supposed to get a job?
He's back in Kansas City.
Wasn't he pretty highly thought of?
I mean, a couple of years ago he was. I mean, the best black coach is now. There's only. Raheem Morris got fired. Mike McDaniel got fired.
There's a guy with the Texans.
I was going to say DeMeco Ryans is the best. Todd Bowles is on the way out. Aaron Glenn with the Jets, we'll see. But, I think those are the only three black coaches we have.
I can go ahead and tell you what's going to happen with Aaron Glenn. He's going to get fired.
Most likely. Most likely.
With the Jets.
Yeah, every Jets coach kind of gets fired, right? Every Jets coach is kind of a...
It won't even necessarily be his fault, but he will get fired because he's coaching the Jets.
I will say it does feel like progress that he was not fired after how bad they were in this first year. Because it wasn't his fault. The roster was terrible. They didn't have a quarterback. But, what was their record? They finished, 3-14?
That sounds about like the Jets.
I feel like if you finish 3-14, a lot of guys are getting fired there, even in 1 year. So it is probably good that he was able to keep his job. But, yeah, there's not a lot of competition for the best black coach in the NFL, Cody, because right now I think there's only 3.
Drake May has turned a corner with his shoulder. He says it's all good. He's back to throwing normally. Leading into the Super Bowl this Sunday against the Seahawks. I'm feeling good, Drake May said. I'll be just fine before winking at reporters.
Oh, nice.
Gave him a little wink.
I love a good wink.
Yeah, it depends on who's doing it and what the circumstances are.
Yeah.
The Bucks are countering trade offers for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Do you care?
Well, there's only 3 days to go before the NBA trade deadline, and the market is continuing to progress for Giannis. Do I care?
Do you care?
Yeah, I'd like to see Giannis on a big-time team like the Lakers.
I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
What about the Warriors with Steph Curry?
No. I don't want that.
The Heat?
Actually, maybe Steph Curry's at the point in his career where I kind of want to see him have the old man comeback.
Yeah, that's what I said yesterday. Was that he's playing good enough. He's about to turn 30. Was it about to turn 38? I mean, he's defying father time. I'm kind of rooting for him now.
Yeah, like Steph Curry 10 years ago, I didn't like Steph Curry. I didn't like what they did with Durant and just winning those championships the way they did. I was not a fan. I thought it ruined the NBA for me. But now he's but then you think he also got another one, right? Like 2022?
Yeah, that one in 2022 was a big deal.
He kind of already got his.
That was his old man ring, yeah, and it got him his finals MVP. He got to have his moment. I wonder if you care about legacy and just conversations and narrative. I do wonder if winning one more ring, if they were able to win one more ring, or maybe even just failing to win a ring and then just teaming up with Giannis, it'd be like, wow, so you had your super team, then you got Kevin Durant, and then you had to go get Giannis. Wow, look at Steph Curry.
Does Steph have 4?
He's
total?
got 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, getting that 5th one would be a big deal. That would break a tie with LeBron and put him in the Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant era, level.
LeBron / Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
It put him on the Tim Duncan plane.
I want to say Duncan has 5, right?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Him and Kobe.
Yeah. So, I mean, it would be a big one to get for Steph Curry's all-time stuff. I don't think adding Giannis to the team would be enough to get them the championship, but maybe. What about James Harden? James Harden also in trade rumors. He's apparently headed to Cleveland. They're going to trade Vandy boy Darius Garland for James Harden. Does that do anything for you?
No.
Okay. Sam?
James Harden is a headline I don't want to hear about.
All right.
Is that a good trade in today's? I kind of thought Darius Garland was maybe worth a little more than that.
No,
Garland.
Garland's been a bit of a disappointment. He's not taking that next step, and apparently there's some stuff behind the scenes just with the Cavs and him and Donovan Mitchell, just them not gelling. So it could be kind of a – now, look, I think if you already kind of got team locker room issues and you bring in James Harden, I don't feel like that's really going to help things. But that's part of the reason they traded DeAndre Hunter, sent him to Siberia, basketball Siberia, the Sacramento Kings. Garland, it hasn't quite clicked for him. He's a good player, not a great player. James Harden's still borderline great. But yeah, I don't know if it changes the Cavs' luck or changes their fortune at all.
I hate James Harden.
If you are the Clippers, it helps you save a little money.
3 hockey players have been killed in a crash in Alberta. A vehicle crash while heading to practice has killed 3 Southern Alberta Mustangs junior hockey players. This happened on Highway 2 in Staveley, Alberta, about an hour's drive south of Calgary.
DraftKings put up the 8 best odds of the next team Giannis plays for. Right now, the Bucks are still favored at plus 150.
We're keeping their family in our thoughts and prayers.
The Heat at plus 175. I mean, did you have more you wanted to expound?
No.
Were they professional hockey players?
They were junior hockey players. game.
Is that really headline worthy?
It's on the front page of ESPN.
Oh, okay.
3 hockey players killed in a car crash.
I mean, if 3 kids died going to an AAU game, would that be like on the front page of ESPN?
Probably.
Okay. Maybe in February. Definitely not in September. It's not
not in the middle of football
Yeah, it's
season,
not getting on the front page of ESPN in September. So the 8 teams listed. Cody, tell me if you would like to see this or not. 18-1. Dame Lillard's trying to recruit Giannis to the Portland Trailblazers.
You're asking me if this would interest me?
Yeah, if Giannis ended up in Portland.
No.
Cleveland, 12-1.
Not unless LeBron's there.
The Chicago Bulls, 11-1.
It's getting more interesting.
Man, I really thought you were going to say not unless Michael Jordan was there.
Well, that's not possible.
The Knicks at plus 900, 9-1.
Big media market, the biggest one.
Yeah, well, would that do something for you?
It would move the needle. But,
Giannis and Jalen Brunson.
Well, you got to realize who you're asking here.
I'm asking the casual. That's why
I'm still not going to watch any games until the playoffs.
Sure, but at least it interests you. That's what I'm asking about.
Giannis to the Knicks, yeah.
The Timberwolves at 8-1 to pair with Anthony Edwards.
No.
See, I think from a basketball standpoint, that's the one that's maybe the second most intriguing to me, because I do think pairing Giannis and Anthony Edwards would be really fun.
Yeah, but it's the Timberwolves.
Yeah, I get that, but I like Anthony Edwards, and I think he's a fun player, and I think him and Giannis would actually be a pretty good duo. You talked about the Warriors at plus 350, the Heat at plus 175. I hate that they just get to have a beach and no income tax. So they get to seem like they're a great organization because, like, hey, we got the beach.
Yeah.
Players want to come here. Yeah, Heat culture, but the Heat culture wouldn't work in Milwaukee. It works because it's at the beach.
Right. Up there, it's the cold culture, the ice culture.
And then the Bucks at plus 150. I don't want to see him play with the Bucks anymore. I think if I could pick one, I think I'd pick Minnesota.
I think I'd go with the Knicks.
Okay.
Put Giannis in the biggest media market. That sounds like something the NBA would do, right?
I also want to see him in the Western Conference. Let's just keep getting all the good players out west. Make things a little bit easier in the East. How about that?
Oh, because of the Hawks?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. All right. Any other headlines you need to get to?
Joey Aguilar has filed a suit.
We'll talk about that next. Big news, potentially, possibly. Stick with us. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
For the fans, by the fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788. Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
DR Vol writes in, don't sleep on the grape White Claws. He says those are his go-to. I don't really like the grape. I've tried them. I can do them. I like them enough. But no, to me, everyone always tries to steer me off of the black cherry. I'm going to stay on the black cherry.
For a second, I thought you said the great White Claws, and I was like, do we have just normal and great ones?
Grape with a P.
Yeah. I thought that's what I heard, too, was great. I thought I heard that. Grape White Claws.
No. Grape.
I always liked grape-flavored beverages. None of them ever really good for you, though. You know, grape and a lot of those artificial flavors and whatnot. But I like them. I like grape juice. Did you ever have grape juice?
I don't like grape juice.
Okay.
Let's talk some Vols. Tennessee quarterback Joey Aguilar. Maybe going to be in school, maybe not going to be in school, but it does seem one step closer now that he is filing a lawsuit in Knox County. He withdrew from Diego Pavia's lawsuit late last week. Now you see why. Now you see the intentions and the timing of everything. Getting it in Knox County, a la Alabama and Bediaco, getting in front of some favorable judges. A good, shrewd move for Tennessee and for Joey Aguilar, who, according to his lawsuit, has a roster spot and $2 million waiting for him to come back to Tennessee.
All I'm looking for is a roster spot and $2 million.
He's already got both of those things. He just... Now he's looking for.
I just need you to grant me eligibility for one more season at Tennessee.
Because
so I can get my $2 million.
So he can get his roster spot and his $2 million.
Aguilar needs relief now to know whether he should report to spring practice or prepare for the draft, the complaint reads.
Yeah, basically, I think he, to my understanding, after spring break is when the second session starts.
Right.
I don't know when the hell UT started doing these. For me, it was just, hey, you're in January or you're not. We don't do these like early.
You had a spring break.
Well, yeah, but we didn't do like sessions in the spring.
I bet you did. That's just what it says on the academic calendar. You know that?
Man, I don't feel like there were classes that were just the after spring break till the end of the year. I don't think we used to do that.
Well, I don't know about that.
That's what I'm saying. Like after spring break, there's a second session of the spring semester that he then can enroll and start taking classes in. I don't remember us having that when I was in school back in the day.
I don't know what exactly that means.
They do quarters now. Sometimes kids can take classes a lot quicker now.
There's always been that academic calendar though, because I remember looking at that when I was in college.
Oh yeah, but the academic calendar just ran from, what was the idea that it didn't run from like August to July?
Well, it's like a PDF you click on online. It tells you classes start on this date. You know, first session begins this date.
Yeah.
Spring break, fall break, all that stuff.
I'm saying I don't remember us doing the quarter terms.
Yeah.
But now they do offer those over there. And Joey Aguilar is not being impacted yet in terms of missing classes and putting that at risk. But I do think there's a second session deadline coming up after spring break.
Well, we certainly want to make sure he's able to attend class. I mean, that's
what
pretty important.
That's what Kelvin Sampson went on a rant about.
Yeah. I mean, that's, you forget that these are student athletes the student comes first, okay?
That's right.
You got to be in there with your pencil and your notepad, going to those important classes. What's Joey want to do with his life?
So, yeah, for him to be ready to play, like, practice and do team activities, he can be in class basically after spring break. That's when spring ball starts. So
probably in there drawing dinosaurs and whatnot. Probably what he's doing. Okay, Joey, we're going to practice your ABCs now. A. Oh, what's the next one?
Sam, do you have any takeaways here on this reporting from Adam Sparks?
I choose not to get too worked up in like either direction on this type of stuff, just because there's so many hoops to jump through. What I love, like, I'd like to have Joey instead of George next year, but I'm not going to necessarily like go all the way down the rabbit hole and get myself emotionally invested in Joey being our starter next year.
I'm worked up. This is the quarterback we're talking about here. I don't know if you saw the recent rankings from SEC Unfiltered Twitter account, but they have our quarterback down at number 16 in the conference. You know how many teams there are in the conference?
16.
16. They got George last.
I think it's a fair ranking.
Hell, Joey'd be at least top 5 probably.
If you are worried about the SEC Unfiltered Twitter rankings, then yeah, I do think the perception of the team is a lot better with Joey on the team. Now, Joey is trying to lawyer up and be serious about it. It's a nice resume for his lawyer to say that his lawyer, Cam Norris, who is a Knoxville resident, apparently represented Donald Trump in 2022. So, like, I feel like if you have a lawyer with ties to the president, that's a pretty good flex.
Should be able to buy off a local judge or two, right?
Russell had a good line.
Theoretically.
Russell had a good line yesterday. I don't know. I'm imagining he didn't coin it, but I don't know where it came from. But when I heard it, I said, oh, that's a good line. Good job by Russell.
In a rare moment of clarity, Russell had a good line.
He said, a good lawyer knows the law. A great lawyer knows the judge.
Oh, yeah, classic.
And I do feel like, getting a Knoxville lawyer in a Knoxville courtroom, a Knox County courtroom, that's a pretty good move to try to get this. I don't know if it'd be a temporary restraining order or whatever would need to be granted to just be like, yep, we're good. We're going to roll through this with this in play and sue the NCAA if they have any issues with it.
Sometimes it's good to know people.
But I do think this lawsuit makes people think, and the way that Tennessee is handling it and the way that it is being done in Knoxville, I do think has made people think that it's more likely than not Joey is back. That's kind of the vibes I get from people I'm reading and conversations I'm watching, is that they think that this will lead to Joey getting another year of eligibility. Not a slam dunk by any means. I'm not saying it's done, but I'm saying if you ask me a percentage, I'd have Joey Aguilar playing quarterback for us now at like 60% next year.
This sequence of events put Aguilar in an untenable position, the complaint says. He cannot wait much longer to know whether he is eligible to play in 2026. So hopefully this will get done pretty quick here, and we'll have ourselves a quarterback. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Do you think that this coaching staff really only like went out and kind of made a big offer at a couple quarterbacks in the transfer portal thinking that they had a decent chance at Joey, or do you think this is all just new revelations that are suddenly kind of a life raft that they're getting thrown here while they try and make George McIntyre tread water at 120 pounds?
I will say that I think they went aggressively in the portal at quarterbacks that they knew was an upgrade. Like the quarterbacks they knew were an upgrade, Sam Leavitt. Really, it feels like the only one we kind of went hard at, I guess, right? There was also,
maybe the Sorsby stuff.
Ty Simpson. Yeah, maybe Sorsby. Like, there's a couple guys you kick the tires on, but all those guys I think you would have looked at as a clear-cut upgrade over Joey Aguilar. I think they punted on Bo Pribula, though, Sam, because they're like, you know what? we don't really need a quarterback that badly. A, we don't know if he's an upgrade over our young guys, but B, there's still Joey Aguilar maybe getting back in school.
I imagine George standing over there just with his hands in his pockets, looking down, maybe kicking a rock around a little bit.
I do think it's very
Nobody
clear.
wants me to play.
I do think it's very clear that the Tennessee's desperation at the quarterback position did not match up to the fan base's desperation at quarterback. For as much as you wanted Tennessee to go get one, for as much as Cody wanted them to go get one, for as much as I wanted them to go get one, I think Tennessee looked at it and said, hey, we'll take a stud. Otherwise, we're good. We're all right. And maybe that's because they think the young guys could be good enough, or maybe they thought, hey, this is still a pretty good chance we get Joey Aguilar. I do remember at the time of the transfer portal closing, Sam, that Joey was still a conversation. They were still talking about Joey Aguilar being in play at Tennessee. And the conversation being that Josh Heupel isn't panicked. Do you think my 60% is too high or too low?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I'm just going off vibes.
Depends on the judge. Like I said, sometimes you need that. It's good to know people. You need that backroom handshake. That's why I still bank locally.
Sure.
I still use my hometown bank from when I got a bank account when I was 15 years old or whatever, because I know people over there. And if I got a problem, I can call up Miss Tammy, and she takes care of it.
Do you think Miss Tammy is going to get you a loan because you've been shaking her hand for 15 years when you go in there? She's like, you know what?
She could help me.
This probably isn't the profile we would normally approve, but you know what? I know Cody.
She can help me, yeah.
He's a good man. He shakes my hand.
She loves me, and I love her.
Yeah.
I sent her a bouquet of flowers on her birthday last year because she's gotten me out of some jams. She's a very, very good person. But, it's good to know people. Sometimes you got to – and I'm not saying, the University of Tennessee would be in a position to buy off a judge or whatever, but, if they were, or if the guy happened to be like the guy at Alabama, a UT graduate or a donor or something like that, a lawyer could do a good job arguing it on our behalf. Your Honor, this boy clearly has to play another year of college ball. Can't you see it in him? Can't you see it in his eyes how badly he wants to be out there?
I went 60% off vibes.
Overruled.
Sam, how do you feel?
I'd probably go the other direction, probably
Okay.
40-60.
Okay. That means Cody's 50-50. Bubba, where are you at?
John, I don't even think I'm on the scale at this point.
Okay, that's fair.
We're still facing reparations from Pruitt.
Yeah.
Why do we want to risk anything for a guy that's already played for 5 years?
Because we ain't got a quarterback.
We got damn
We
three
ain't
of
got
them.
no damn quarterbacks, Bubba.
I do think what Cody is saying is a big reason why.
We need one who can play, who ain't ranked number 16 out of 16 on the SEC unfiltered quarterback rankings.
I'd rather have one of
Who's
the
more
top three
reputable?
quarterbacks in the nation.
Yeah, me too. I'd rather have Arch Manning, but we don't have him.
We got Faison Brandon.
We got Joey, and that's the best we're going to get.
The conversation around UT, it does just drastically change locally and nationally, though, if you get Joey Aguilar back.
I mean, where would he park out on campus?
Wherever the hell he wants. In the quarterback slot. Right outside gate 21. Wherever.
You go from a team that might be looking at 7-5, 8-4, kind of as the expectation, to one of those teams that, wow, look at this offseason they had all of a sudden.
Right.
Like if Joey Aguilar is back at Tennessee, and look, I think anybody that listens to the show knows I'm not crazy about Joey. I don't really get caught up in the yards thrown. I think he made some losing plays as a quarterback, and I don't think he was as good as his stats showed. I've been on record with that, but I am at the point now where I'd be pretty excited to have Joey back.
Well, you give him a year to get better, too. I mean, that's another part of it.
I don't know how much I care about that.
He ain't gonna get better.
Yeah, he will.
He might. He might get better, but I don't know if he's all of a sudden going to be less risky with the football. less dangerous with the football. And like that to me is a big part of Joey's problems is like I just don't know if he's got that side of it.
How much of this are we maybe contributing to like the injury stuff that we figured out?
Personally, I'm not attributing much of it to it. Maybe I'm wrong, but like
I kind of am.
At what point? When did he get injured?
I mean, I feel like you clearly saw the last, 4 to 5 games of the season. He just wasn't the same guy in terms of just kind of those deep balls weren't hitting as much. You weren't taking them as much.
So last 4 or 5 games, like that'd be when? Like after the Alabama game? Because like the quarterback I saw against Kentucky was still hitting the deep ball. Like he was awesome.
Kentucky, John.
We're not talking about the opponent as much as we are just him hitting open shots down the field and them throwing deep balls. They were throwing the ball down the field with Joey.
He did play pretty well against Kentucky.
So like I don't buy that he was hurt before Kentucky. If you're telling me it affected his arm, because his arm looked fine against Kentucky.
I think Venables just dialed up some confusion, and they ate his lunch. Oklahoma ate his lunch.
I don't think he was injured against Oklahoma either. Like, yeah, I agree. I think that was not so much physical limitations as it was him getting fooled by defenses.
I think Oklahoma, I think Venables kind of stuffed Heupel in a locker in that game. But the rest of the season, the only other egregious one you point out, Alabama right before the half, and that was a terrible play.
That was another mental mistake. The body was still there.
But that's one play over the course of a season. Now, it altered the way that whole game went, sure.
You could say maybe altered the season, but
I'm just saying over the course of a season, that's the one that stands out, really.
If you tell me his arm was bothering him and he was a little bit weaker in the bowl game, yeah, I agree there. I believe that. If you tell me his arm was weaker and he was injured against Vanderbilt, I'll even give you that one.
Yeah, see, I don't care about anything that happened after Oklahoma because I think the motivation was gone. I think you couple that with the injury that he had. I mean, I don't care much. I'm not worried about Illinois and Vanderbilt, what happened there.
I thought he looked good against Florida. I thought he was throwing some zips across the middle of the field. I don't think he was affected in that game. But again, if you want to say Vanderbilt and Illinois, I'll listen to that. But I just don't know if you can coach him up to play quarterback at a high level mentally. Maybe you can. Maybe year 2, maybe that unlocks some things. Maybe it will. Like Hendon Hooker got better in year 2, but if you go back and look at Hendon Hooker's year 1, it wasn't like he was making a whole bunch of mistakes in year 1. You know what I mean, Sam? That to me is the difference. That to me is why I'm not necessarily buying a big leap. Like, people will point to Hendon Hooker, but like the offense got better overall, sure. But Hendon Hooker's interceptions, like those were far down his first year too. He was very risk averse with the football.
And I'm not saying he's going to be a Heisman contender. I'm just saying he's going to be a whole lot better than George McIntyre is going to be, and his bad is going to be better than George McIntyre's good, I think.
Oh, and I'm fine with that too. Yeah, I think the conversation changes. Like I said, I'm not a big Joey Aguilar fan, but I was going to say, if I didn't, that like I am on board with him coming back to school, and I think it would get me more excited for the season.
I do think Joey would get better over an off season. I mean, it certainly ain't going to hurt anything to have it you're just working more reps. You're building more quality time with your receivers.
Sure.
And your offensive line. I think it'd be nothing but progress.
More of a leader, all those things. Yeah. I am on board with that for sure. I'm just saying I think we'd still have some of the growing pains, or maybe not growing pains at that point when you're in year 5 or year 6, whatever it would be, year 6. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I think you'd have 90% good, and you'd hope that it would be 5% average, 5% bad versus 90% good, 10% bad.
Yeah, there'll still be some mistakes, but you hope to just see the guy get better.
Now, the conversation nationally, like I said, that becomes drastically different. You go from Tennessee having a up and down offseason to, wow, look at what Tennessee did on defense. Wow. Look at all these new pieces. Jim Knowles.
We're going to win the SEC.
This Vols defense has been completely retooled. They're adding a 5-star phenom at wide receiver to replace Chris Brazzell.
The whole offensive line is coming back.
Well, except for your left tackle. But wow, look at this guy you found from LSU, and extra depth from the guy from West Virginia. Wow.
Look at these 2 young receivers who have just emerged.
David Sanders moving to left tackle is actually an upgrade. All that changes and Tennessee becomes a playoff team, at least in the terms of the conversation, if Joey is back.
Which is where it needs to be. That makes a huge difference in how we feel going into this fall. Because otherwise it's going to be – the excitement's going to be just a little bit muted. Is muted the word? In check? I don't know. I mean, we'll still be excited for the big games, obviously, when Texas comes to town. But you'd feel a lot better about that game with a quarterback. Joey gives you a chance. That's all you can ask for. Hope we get a good judge.
I think we'll get a good judge. I think it was very strategic. The timing, doing this.
I hope we get a fair judge.
The Honorable Ken Nealand.
We'll continue the conversation on the other side. Stick with us. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
The voluntary reaction.
Can't get enough Tennessee basketball? Join Fan Run Radio as soon as every UT game is over for Big Orange Country's post-game radio free-for-all. The voluntary reaction. We'll be taking your calls on the Vols as soon as every game is over. So tune in and buckle up as we drink from the keg of glory all the way to the Final Four.
The voluntary reaction. Raw, unfiltered, real.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Whether it's a routine cleaning, whitening for that big event, or fixing a nagging toothache, our gentle team is here for you. With flexible hours, family-friendly care, and the latest technology, Knoxville Smiles makes every visit stress-free. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Call Knoxville Smiles today at 865-539-1776 or book online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess. But isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah. They specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
Let's check in with the freaks over on YouTube. David writes in, GMAC will be better than 16 of 16. Heupel's quarterbacks produce good stats every season. Nico and Joe had mid stats for this offense, and we were still the 7th or 8th best quarterback that year.
I'd rather not find out.
I mean, yes, I do think that it's very obvious to me that a Tennessee quarterback will be at least middle of the pack.
I mean, I think for a preseason ranking, though, it's fair to put him at 16.
That's why I hate preseason rankings.
Yeah.
Because, like, it just takes away any guesswork. I can go through and sort yards last season. I can go through and sort quarterback rating. The idea of, like, no one ever wants to project anything. They just want to go off of what – I hate preseason rankings so much.
Nerds.
Like, last year having Joey Aguilar at the dead last or, like, down at the bottom was dumb. It was stupid.
Yeah. All you need is an Excel spreadsheet. You can, like you said, just sort through the stats.
I don't even know if they're doing that as much as they're just all –
No, they don't know how to use Excel. If they knew how to use Excel, they wouldn't be sports writers.
They'd
be making money doing something.
At least I know how to do the sums. I know how to add up things in Excel now.
I used to know, but I forgot.
Yeah, I used to be okay with it, but I've been using it again, and I was trying to do it, and I was like, oh, nice, I can hit sum here, and it adds it all up for me. Versus,
go work at an accounting firm like a good American.
Yeah.
We're here thinking you know about sports. You're a sports writer. You don't know nothing. You don't know a damn thing. Never played the game.
Evan writes in, Joey was good. He led the league in passing yards. Which, that's true. And maybe most people would say Joey was good. And maybe if I was pressed on it and I had to say if he was good or not, I would say maybe good, but at the very bottom. But don't give me passing yards. I don't care about passing yards. Yards
threw for 5,000.
5,000 would be pretty cool, but did you go 8-4?
Yes.
Then I wouldn't be that impressed. Did you have some back-breaking turnovers and miss some big throws when it mattered?
Yes, you did.
Then I wouldn't be that impressed. Like, I don't want to boil it down to wins are a quarterback stat because they're not, and I don't think they are. But I did think that last year Joey Aguilar didn't necessarily impact winning too much.
Well, the way the quarterback plays certainly affects whether you win or lose. So they
does.
kind of are a quarterback stat in a way.
In a way, but if your team is really bad, like the quarterback can go out there and be awesome, and it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or like if the team is awesome around them, the quarterback can go out there and be average. Like
what percentage of the game does your quarterback affect the game is kind of what you're looking at.
Sure. And just, last year, I said it at the time, and I was beating the drum at the time, and I still feel the same way as we get months removed from it. Like, I don't know what games you look at and say that Joey went out and necessarily won you.
Georgia.
No, he didn't.
I think he did enough to win. I think he made enough plays to win you that game. You didn't win it.
Yeah, you could give that caveat for sure, and I wouldn't disagree. I'm not saying that Joey played bad against Georgia. I'm not saying he didn't play great, but I am saying he didn't win the game.
Well, no, I mean, on paper, we did not win the game.
And I said at the time, and you guys got mad, and I still feel the way. Like, I do think that Josh Heupel and Joey gave the game away. I do think the game was there to be taken, and you could boil it down to two plays, and you're right. You are 100% correct about it. If Tennessee does not give up 4th and 6, 4th and 8, if Redmond doesn't get burned and give up a touchdown, Tennessee wins the game. I agree. If you make the 45-yard field goal at the end of regulation, you win the game. I agree.
Are you saying Joey didn't win you any games? Is that kind of what you're saying? Like, you could have had any quarterback out there, and you probably would have been. Because I think Mississippi State, he led a drive.
I think he was great in the fourth quarter, but I think that the offense did not score enough points for most of that game.
I mean, there were some spurts, yeah, but I think you could say he won you that game.
Okay.
Like, I'm just going through the schedule. Which ones did he affect more positively than negatively?
I definitely think he affected the Mississippi State game more positively than negatively, sure. But, like, I didn't feel like – I felt like the offense was equal at best with the defense in that game. The defense scored 2 touchdowns.
Kentucky,
he was awesome. Like that was a complete ass kicking. But
Florida,
he was awesome against Kentucky. Florida, yeah, I don't know how much of that I would give Joey versus just giving everybody, because the defense again.
That was fun, wasn't it?
Florida didn't score, right? Like they scored 7 points.
How fun was that? It was like 31 to what was
10?
31
11.
to 3 at halftime.
Yeah, I think did they have 3 at halftime?
They had 3. I want to say.
I thought they kicked kicked the field goal in the third quarter.
Yeah, 31-0 at halftime. Right.
So Joey was good in that game. His stats aren't going to jump out and being super impressive. They didn't have to be, but 17-22, 204 yards. That was a great win.
Arkansas. I mean, you won that game.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly how that went.
I don't want to relitigate it all, but I think the offense was kind of stuck in the mud for most of that game, and the defense kept getting you the ball back, and eventually the offense broke through.
Joey hit a deep ball, had a nice bomb in that game.
My point was more so about the games you lost.
Yeah, and if you look at last year's schedule, you lost all the ones that were meaningful.
You could say Joey played great against Georgia, and I wouldn't disagree. But he did leave a couple plays on the field. The team did overall.
Yeah.
And he didn't get you the win. Now again, you get the 4th down stop, you get the missed field goal, you get the win.
I think Joey did enough to win that game. I would put the blame on different shoulders far before I'd put it on him.
And I agree with that completely. But I also think that if you throw the ball a little bit lower and a little bit more in stride to Mike Matthews in overtime, he catches it and probably scores. Do I think Mike Matthews still should have caught the ball? Yes. Do I think that Josh Heupel and Joey should have been more aggressive and gotten 15 more yards on that final drive versus settling for the 45-yard field goal? Yes, I do. But like Oklahoma, Vandy, Alabama, that's not even really worth discussing at this point, because getting him just changes the feeling around the program.
Oklahoma is really the only one that bothered me in terms of his play. Now, Alabama, it's just the one play for me. Was he bad?
It's a big play, though.
It was a huge play. But was he bad outside of that play in the Alabama game?
It is kind of like what Will Warren said last week of, other than that, Miss Lincoln, how did you enjoy the play?
Well, yeah, I hear
you. The pick 6 before half. You could say it's just one play, but
that's a 16-point swing or a 14-point swing.
It is as bad of a play as you can have.
It is as bad, yes.
Without taking your pants down and going to midfield and pooping in the middle of the play.
But let's look at the 60-minute football. Actually, that would have been better than what he did.
Yeah.
The entire football game, would you say he was bad against Alabama?
The other 59 minutes and 50 seconds?
That's what I'm asking.
No.
Okay,
but
so the
level of bad he was though in that 10 seconds does make it a bad game for me.
I think the play call was bad too,
and that's fine. But if the ball was thrown where it was needed to be, it would have been incomplete or caught. He threw it 2 yards inside.
It's the worst play made all year. And then I think, like I said, Oklahoma stuffed us in a locker. But other than that.
But to Evan's point, wow, he threw for 393 yards against Oklahoma. The yards. You got to look at the yards. We led the SEC.
Did he really throw for 393?
Yeah.
That does sound pretty good.
It does until you remember watching the game.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the 2 picks.
Yeah.
I remember him losing the fumble that led to them scoring a touchdown. Hard to really call that his fault. Well, I don't know. Because, see, another thing with Joey – nobody ever talks about this. You talk about the interceptions, but I don't think he does a very good job hanging onto the football. Like, he fumbles too, which is part of the turnover situation. If he could just hang on to the damn ball when he goes down, like, I'll take the interceptions here and there.
I'm not going to blame him for that fumble against Oklahoma. He got absolutely clocked. I don't think there's very many quarterbacks alive that are going to hold on to that football with a wide open edge rusher coming and hitting you when you're not looking.
He drops a lot of them.
He does. I'm just saying that one in particular against Oklahoma, I'm not going to fault him on.
I've heard, by the way, that wasn't David Sanders' fault either. That was a blocking miscommunication. And Austin Price said that.
Yeah, no, I mean, it has to be to the level that it was messed up. Like,
yeah,
it had to be a big mistake. I don't know. Was a running back supposed to pick that up? Or
I don't know, but somebody didn't get picked up. But it was
very clearly somebody did not get picked up.
But it was not on David Sanders as it appeared to be, is what Austin Price said.
To me, though, like, you can look and point fingers. you can look and point fingers, and this is what you do when you're arguing on behalf or against people. It's the same thing people do in politics. Hell, I've been doing it with Titans fans over Mike Vrabel. When the good things that happen to you are all you, and the bad things are all somebody else's fault, that's a crazy phenomenon, and that's a crazy mindset to have. But like, that's what people do with Joey sometimes is, oh, it wasn't his fault he fumbled. David Sanders missed the block. Well, at the same time, we don't take away the 54 yards that Braylon Staley scored a touchdown on to go up in that game whenever he gets hit, short of the first down marker on like a 4-yard pass, and then he, bounces off somebody and takes it 50 yards up the field for a touchdown.
As a part of that 393.
Yeah, we don't say, well, yeah, but one of those was a wide receiver making the entire play for him.
Right, yeah. Well, we want to believe. We're happy to pull the wool over our own eyes.
Sure.
We want to believe we have a good quarterback.
I think you had a solid enough quarterback last year. I think he was good considering when you got him and the disaster of a situation you had with Josh Heupel and Nico Iamaleava's breakup. I think all of that is true. I would also say that he wasn't good enough to get you to the playoff, but that he might be good enough to get an improved defense to the playoff next year, because I didn't buy the defense was as big of a train wreck as everybody did this year, but it wasn't good enough when the offense wasn't great. You know what I mean? Like, it would have been good enough for the 2022 offense. If you put last year's defense with that team, I think you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in a 12-team playoff era. You know what I mean? Like, you would have been able to get there in 2022.
I mean, it's about what it was, wasn't it? I mean, last year was worse than the 22 defense, but not by much.
Well, I'm just saying, like, the offense was good enough to cover those deficiencies up. Last year, the offense wasn't good enough to cover up defensive deficiencies.
Right. If you can look at it more like 2024, which I think is what you're saying, like if you can upgrade that defense, and this year's defense may not be as good as the 2024 defense, but you would expect Joey in his 6th year to be better than Nico was as a freshman.
For sure. And he was better than Nico was as a freshman this year, just to be clear.
Yeah.
I know it might not sound like I'm saying that, but obviously the defense wasn't as good as it was in 2024.
You got to figure out your right style of play. Like, you don't want to go all the way back to the Stone Age like you did in 2024 offensively. You still want to have some explosive plays.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with going to the Stone Ages if you're just efficient. And like, for as Stone Agey as it felt in 24, if Nico was better at throwing the deep ball, I think the offense looks a lot different. If Tennessee can dial it back and actually slow down and help the defense next year, but Joey Aguilar is hitting, 1 out of every 3 deep balls versus Nico hitting 1 out of every 6, I think that's a drastically different offense.
Well, and that might be the formula.
Yeah. Like, I think Joey, it might help him a little bit to slow down. But then, just hit the deep balls.
He's so good in rhythm, though. They say that's where he's at his best.
No, he is, and that therein lies the problem, as Tennessee's offense in general has to go fast to be good.
Yeah, he's not as good at slowing down. Like, he gets in a rhythm, which I kind of like, if it's working.
Oh, yeah, when it's working, it's great. When it's not working, you're going 3 and out, and your defense is back on the field. That's how the defense gets absolutely shredded.
Yeah, you gotta find a happy medium there.
Hour 2 in the books. We'll kick off hour 3 with some news, and we'll play some Tuesday trivia. Stick with us.
Check out our new and improved website at fanrunradio.com. Fan Run Radio, where Big Orange Country comes to talk sports. Start your morning off with your daily dose of talk sports with John Reed and Cody McClure from 8 to 11. Then it's Tony Basilio from 11 to 1. The Playbook with William Pattison from 1 to 3. And The Drive from 3 to 6. It's 10 hours of hard-hitting local sports radio every day, right here on the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Smoky Mountain Brewery is the place to be for game day. From the moment you walk in, it's wall-to-wall big screens, making Smoky Mountain Brewery the perfect place to watch the Vols or your favorite team in action. With locations in Turkey Creek, Maryville, Pigeon Forge, and Gatlinburg, you're never far away from a great time at Smoky Mountain Brewery. Try one of their world-famous microbrews like Black Bear Ale, Mountain Light, or Cherokee Ale. Juicy burgers, wings that bring the heat, and delicious handmade pizzas made with hand-tossed crust from the freshest ingredients and their own special sauce from a secret recipe, topped off with hand-grated cheese and farm-fresh toppings. And don't forget, those famous microbrews are also available in kegs for your next party or in 6-packs and growlers to go. So grab your crew and head to Smoky Mountain Brewery and tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Smoky Mountain Brewery. Eat local, eat good.
Hey Knoxville! Surfside iced tea and vodka, made with real brewed tea, is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside, or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life checking account from Citizens National Bank, offering extra benefits including bank travel. This September, experience the perfect fall getaway on the New England Rails and Sails Tour, or join CNB in October to chase the Northern Lights in Iceland. Get in on the fun by calling 865-429-7935.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Round 3.
The world's greatest radio show. The world's greatest radio show in Tennessee.
Power Rankings, Tuesday Trivia. John Reed and Cody going wild, no Olivia. Wood grain on my leather seats. I got the whole team eating like I'm Johnny Eats. Morning booming from 7 to 10, ayy. Talk sports while I'm chewing a Zen, ayy. Talk sports while I'm riding to work. All the ops take a ride in a hearse. East Knoxville. Morning booming from 7 to 10, ayy. Morning booming from 7 to 10, ayy. Morning booming from 7 to 10. All the ops take a ride in a hearse. East Knoxville.
TalkSports 3.0.
Hour number 3, kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Let's hit some news, newsman. What you got?
Thank you, John. Well, a big name in college football is stepping down. Gus Malzahn retires after...
Simpsons did it. Simpsons did it.
What happened?
Bubba did it. Bubba did it yesterday.
What do you mean? He said Malzahn was going to retire?
Well, it broke during our show.
Oh.
We've already discussed it. You weren't here.
Oh, okay. Well, what was the discussion like?
It was just game passing by. Kind of sad. The end of his career is kind of sad.
Well, it says he made this decision just to spend more time with his family.
I'm sure it did, but I'm sure Florida State wasn't sad to see him go.
Their offense improved dramatically last season.
Well, yeah, sure. If you're down at a F and you get to a D+, that probably does feel like a dramatic increase.
472 yards a game.
I'd like to know, what that was against good opponents. Now he did get to beat Alabama one more time, so I think ultimately he probably views it as a success getting to stick it to Alabama. But
the innovator of the wild hog. You know, I met Gus Malzahn.
The innovator of the wild hog?
Yeah.
That's true? Like the Houston Nut wild hog?
Yeah.
Gus Malzahn did that?
Yeah.
Like at his college level, or is he on that staff?
He was on the staff.
Oh, okay.
From what I remember, unless I'm misremembering.
You would know more about it than I do.
I mean, I'm pretty sure because he was the coach at Springdale High School.
Yeah,
and
then he was the OC there in 06.
Yeah. He got into – that's where he got into college coaching.
Why did he leave to go to Tulsa to be the associate head coach? Why would he do that?
I'm not sure about the timeline on that, but obviously his trajectory. He was arguably the hottest name in college football in terms of offensive coaches at that time.
I remember that. I'm just surprised that he would leave Arkansas after 06 to go to Tulsa.
I don't remember.
Just to be an assistant head coach, like after having, because I would imagine 06 Arkansas, they probably loved that team with the Wild Hog and everything. I mean, I just would have thought he would have stayed at Arkansas and been an OC versus.
They ran that thing all over us. I remember that.
Yeah. I guess he took it because his buddy Todd Graham was the head coach.
Then, of course, he went on to Auburn and had pretty good teams there. Won the West twice and made a national championship game in 2013.
I mean, his biggest success is probably just him as an offensive coordinator with the Cam Newton year.
Yeah,
being the OC for that. And just kind of helping Cam morph into that monster.
Getting back there in 2013, though, as the coach, I mean that's he at least got to a national championship there. And
sure, but
they lost.
I still think of Cam Newton when it comes down first.
Yeah.
More so than the miracle run they had. Was that 2013? They had the miracle run.
Yeah, they had the play against Georgia. What'd they call that one? The prayer and Jordan Hare.
Yeah,
and then you had the kick six, of course.
You also had a buzzer beater against Mississippi State that year, too, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it took them beating Mississippi State at the buzzer, like with a touchdown pass, if I remember that correctly.
Yeah, I don't remember that one, but I remember that Georgia game and the Alabama game for sure. That was a fun team. And they also beat the hell out of us in Neyland.
I was there.
Yeah, me too. Not fun.
One of the worst games I've ever been to in Neyland Stadium, and that's saying something.
Not fun at all. Georgia has landed the top-ranked running back recruit in 2027.
Oh, good for them. Good for you, Georgia.
Keemon, spell Kemon. I wonder if you say it like lemon or demon. Keemon.
Yeah, against Mississippi State, they scored a touchdown with 10 seconds left to win that game.
Keemon Spell. He is ESPN's number one running back in the 27 class, committed to Georgia. He pledges to the Bulldogs over Penn State and Notre Dame. So good for Georgia getting another top running back.
That is crazy. Looking at that 2013 Auburn team.
Yeah.
Did you realize coming into that season they were on a 10-game SEC losing streak?
They sucked. Yeah, I remember it was a huge turnaround.
Yeah. I knew that, Chizik had taken them to 0-8 in the SEC the year. Like, I guess I just didn't know it was the year before. I hadn't really thought about it being the year before, but yeah.
I do remember that, actually.
That one-year turnaround is crazy.
Yeah.
All through luck.
Just shows what you can do with hard work and determination.
And
some pretty good luck.
And was like a minute away from winning a national championship.
Yeah.
They had the lead with
a
minute
up
left.
Big at halftime, if I remember right. And then Florida State came back.
They were up big in the first half. I don't remember if they were up big at halftime, but they were up 21-3 at one point in that game. But I thought Jameis had maybe scored a touchdown
before halftime.
Yeah, before half to cut it to 21-10.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah.
Still, yeah, I mean, to have a 21-3 lead.
Yeah, I mean, even 21-10 at halftime, I mean, you're 30 minutes away, but then, Florida State outscored them 24-10 in the second half.
That was a good game. That was a good national championship game.
That was. I watched Buffalo Wild Wings and Cincinnati by myself.
Nice. Another big championship game coming up is the Super Bowl. And
the big game.
Yeah, the big game. And the Seahawks offensive coordinator, Clint Kubiak, says his focus is on the Super Bowl. So, that's good that he's not focused on something else. People were saying Monday that asked him about reports he's expected to become the next head coach of the Raiders. Clint Kubiak, but he's focused on the Super Bowl.
Well, good for him.
I'm
you already got
all
the job.
in.
There's no reason to be in focus on the other one. Like, you already got the job.
Yeah, he says, I'm all in on the Super Bowl. Whatever comes next, we'll deal with that on Monday. He's intending to try to work out a deal to replace Pete Carroll as the Raiders head coach, it says. Good hire for them.
It's a good name. You know, Kubiak is a good offensive name, and it feels like he's got a good standing in the league and gets a lot of respect. I just don't know if he's going to a winning spot. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nobody's really won there in a long time. Did you see did you guys discuss the NFL looking into the Epstein connection for the Giants?
We did a little bit.
Yeah. Goodell also says Belichick will eventually be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah.
We know that.
You don't say, Roger.
Yeah, we know that, Raj.
Yeah, I would expect Coach Belichick probably to be a Hall of Famer too. Well, the Vols are back in the rankings in the men's AP poll.
I really should have just stayed on the farm.
And never done this?
Well, just looking at Clint Kubiak. Just like, his dad said his dad set him up. No, his dad's Gary Kubiak, the coach that coached in the NFL for so long. It's just dumb not to use your advantages. I should have just stayed there, ran the farm, learned it. Instead of sitting up here talking to you every day.
Yeah.
If I wanted to look at a horse's ass, I should have just stayed there on the prairie.
Is that what it was, a prairie?
Yeah.
Do you know what makes a prairie a prairie?
No, I don't. There's a little house on it somewhere.
I don't either. That was a TV show back in the day.
Clint Kubiak just got in the family business, and now he's the head coach. He used his advantages.
Yeah.
I do think it's cool when the coach's sons actually end up being good. So I'm kind of rooting for him to be good.
He's better than Steve Belichick, that's for sure.
Yeah, but he's no Kyle Shanahan.
No, son of Mike, of course.
Like, I think it's pretty cool that Kyle is a prodigy. And it's a family business for him. I think that's kind of cool.
So how about those Vols? Back to the rankings. We're starting a new streak. 1 week. Tennessee Vols AP poll number 25.
Slightly annoyed they just put us at 25, but whatever.
Yeah, 1 spot behind Louisville, who we beat head-to-head.
Louisville didn't have their best player. It was on the road, so I don't have a huge issue with us being ranked behind them. Really looking just at the teams, I don't think Tennessee's good enough to really have a problem being ranked behind any of them, to be honest. Sam and I were talking about it. I don't think St. John's is any good, so I do think Tennessee would beat St. John's. I'm pretty confident in that, but that's the only one I look at. And I don't think they have a resume either that says they should be ranked ahead of Tennessee.
Would we beat Miami of Ohio? Nobody else has.
You better hope so, because that's a team we keep getting matched up with in all these bracketologies.
Oh, joy.
First round, Miami of Ohio.
First round?
Yeah. Yeah, they're like an 11 seed.
Ah.
Yeah.
We need to be better than a 6.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
They're 22-0.
Yeah, I don't want to get matched up with an undefeated team. That would be pretty terrible.
They just run the table.
That wouldn't feel good.
Surely if they go undefeated, they'll be better than an 11 seed, huh? Maybe not, though.
I'm just telling you where they're projected right now. I keep seeing them matched up with us in bracketologies.
Well, it's good to be back in the rankings. Big game against Ole Miss tonight. Taking on the Rebs. Rebs coming to town. You going to the game?
No.
What time's the game tonight? Anybody
7
going?
o'clock.
You guys going, Bubba? Sam, you guys going to the game? Go watch us beat down old Colonel Reb?
I don't know.
Well, if you don't go and you want to do voluntary reaction with me tonight, Bubba, just let me know. Same for you, Sam. Same for you, Cody.
You bet. Well, the ladies, they are, we have an update in the top 25 women's poll, too. They're number 19 this week. They fallen 4 spots after taking a couple of tumbles.
Only fallen 4 spots after losing twice, I guess, especially one by 30. Did you watch that Lady Vols?
Yeah, man. Game? We were tied at half.
We were winning in the third quarter at one point with like 7 minutes left.
We were tied at 42, and they beat us by 30 in the second half. They outscored us by 30, which is crazy. But that UConn team, they're a machine. What can you really do about it, you know? I mean, I don't know if anybody will be able to beat them. We'll see come tournament time. But the ladies down to number 19. They are now 14-5. We did take our first conference loss against Mississippi State, so see if the Lady Vols can bounce back this week. Let's see what they got this week. They'll play more games. Georgia Thursday night on the road. And then big one on Sunday against South Carolina, also on the road.
Yeah, we are at the nitty-gritty of our season, and we're in the meat now. Time to go.
Yeah, we got some tough ones coming up. Some real tough opponents. Also got Texas next Sunday. They're number 4 in the country. And then a ranked game against Ole Miss, also a good team. So,
a little bit of NFL news on the way out and into Tuesday trivia. Well, Sam, he wasn't left completely left out in the cold. Matt Nagy left the Chiefs, thought he might get the Titans job. He didn't. He is now the OC of the New York Giants. John Harbaugh bringing in Matt Nagy, which I don't know how I feel about that fit, but I guess I am happy that Nagy didn't just get left unemployed. That would have felt kind of rough for him.
Yeah, I guess.
Really just for his friendship with Borgonzi. I'd be like, bro, you couldn't get me a job. I got left the Chiefs job thinking you were going to hire me, and now I don't have a job. What the hell? What the hell, bro? So I am happy at least has a job. I don't know how I feel about him, coaching with Harbaugh. Especially because it doesn't feel like Nagy's been running an offense for a while. We'll see how that works out. Tuesday trivia coming up next.
Miss any of your favorite Fan Run show? Listen to the podcast on our free Fan Run radio app or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Yeehaw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
A heads up before something bad happens.
You should not send that text.
Uh-oh. Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can reverse prediabetes and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Are you ready to show off that confident, radiant smile you've always dreamed of? Well, here at Knoxville Smiles, we're ready to turn your dream into a reality. At Knoxville Smiles, we're more than just a dental practice. We're your partners in achieving optimum oral health. From routine cleanings and checkups to advanced cosmetics and restorative procedures, we offer a wide range of services in an environment that makes every visit a positive and comfortable experience. At Knoxville Smiles, it's about more than just treatments. We're focused on creating a welcoming environment where you feel like family. Our state-of-the-art facilities are designed with your comfort in mind, and our friendly staff is always ready to address your questions and concerns. Don't wait any longer to achieve a beautiful smile you deserve. Schedule your appointment at Knoxville Smiles today and take that first step towards a healthier, happier you. Call us at 865-539-1776 to book your appointment today, or just visit our website at knoxvillesmiles.com.
Shout out to William Pattison for helping keep us in the know. Listen to the playbook every day from 1 to 3 p.m. here on Fan Run Radio. But we got a date for the orange and white game. It's back, April 11th. April 11th. And Cody, Danny White has heard all the bitching and complaining. He says the orange and white game is free. Free attendance. Come one, come all.
Oh, great.
And watch spring ball. And you better be there for it.
I didn't know they were charging for it.
Yeah, they started charging for it a little bit, but I think it was because we had like limited capacity because of renovations and whatnot.
Yeah, I actually went last year. That was the week that Nico left. That was
I bet that was kind of weird.
It was quite a weird time, yeah.
Your eye still doing that thing?
Yeah, it hurts, man.
You mean blow in it?
No.
Spit in it?
No, that won't help.
Kiss in it?
No.
Throw some water in it?
No. I've already tried throwing water in it.
Yeah, but what if I throw water in it?
That won't help.
Because you know how the body is. Like, you can't drown yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you can't choke yourself out.
You can if you tie a concrete block to your leg.
Your body will shut down.
Jump in the ocean, you actually can drown yourself.
So if I hold your eye open and throw water in it, it might actually get it in it because you're probably closing your eye before it gets into it.
Well,
you can't really throw water into your own eye. Kind of same concept.
I don't know if that's true or...
We'll try it after the show. I'll throw some water in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how I perform in Tuesday trivia given my injury because some are beginning to call this a dynasty. I've won 3 in a row, and it's been quite a run. So
much like how Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft didn't get in the Hall of Fame or get acknowledged because of the cheating. It is that kind of dynasty, maybe. Looked at with a big asterisk.
What, the greatest one of all time?
That you'll be punished for down the line. Sam, what topics you got for us?
Hang on. Let me get my handy-dandy notepad out here.
Oh, man. Isn't it handy-dandy notebook?
I don't remember.
I think it's notebook.
Well, it is Super Bowl week, gentlemen. So we've got Super Bowl-themed trivia. General, Birds of Prey.
The movie?
Famous Americans. Super Bowl 60 alma maters. And Who Drafted Me? Super Bowl 60 edition.
All right. General, Birds of Prey, Famous Americans, Super Bowl 60 alma mater edition, and Who Drafted Me? Okay.
Alma mater and Who Drafted Me? Okay. Let's try Super Bowl alma maters for 3.
Super Bowl alma maters for 3. Where did Patriots defensive tackle Christian Barmore go to college?
Alabama.
Correct.
Who drafted me for 3?
Who drafted Leonard Williams, 6 overall in 2015?
My snap reaction, I'm not looking at you, Sam. Don't worry, I'm not cheating. My snap reaction was the Jets, but then the Bears popped in. But then I was like, is that Leonard Floyd I'm thinking about? Let's go with the Jets. New York Jets.
Jets is correct.
Let's go.
Okay, 3-3. And let's try Famous Americans for 3.
Famous Americans for 3. One of the best track and field athletes ever who set records at the 1936 Olympics, winning 4 gold medals and setting records in each one.
Jesse Owens.
You kidding me, Sam? That's a 3-pointer.
Hitler was not happy.
Jesse Owens is a 3-pointer.
They already have the superior race. What am I trying to do? That's not how Hitler talked at all, but I gave it a shot.
I watched this crazy movie last night, by the way, that was...
What'd you watch?
Jojo Rabbit.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That is a strange one. I hope General for 3 is as easy as Famous Americans for 3. What's 2 + 2?
General for 3, what is the oldest continuous sporting event in the United States?
The oldest continuous sporting event. I guess it. The oldest continuous sporting event. So, I guess you're not going to. The definition of continuous, because like.
Happens every year.
Well, yeah. I know that, but like. I guess I'll go. Ooh. This is tough. Or maybe it's not.
Are you confused by my wording? Or
No, I'm just confused because like. I was thinking about like in my mind, just to walk you through it. I'm not looking at you, so I'm not trying to cheat. In my mind, when you say continuous, because originally I was thinking, okay, maybe the Stanley Cup final. But I was like, oh, it wouldn't be in America every year, maybe, because like sometimes it would just be in Canada. But I was like, also there was a strike, so is that continuous? But I was like, that's probably not that. Then I was thinking World Series along those same lines, probably not that. Originally I was thinking Masters, but I was like, Then I was thinking Kentucky Derby because I feel like they've ran a lot of them. So like. I'm kind of all over the place here. I'll go with the Masters, but I kind of feel like it's the Kentucky Derby.
It is the Kentucky Derby.
Damn it. Why didn't I just go with Kentucky Derby?
The Derby.
Okay. Super Bowl alma mater for 2.
Super Bowl alma mater for 2. Where did Seahawks running back Kenneth Walker attend college?
No, that backfired. I don't remember him at all in college. Kenneth Walker, probably somewhere in the Big Ten. Kenneth Walker, touchdown, Kenneth Walker. Oh, man, I don't remember. I was hoping for a 2-pointer it'd be like, Sam Darnold or something. Or Drake May, maybe a quarterback. Kenneth Walker, he could have gone to a lot of places. Could have been Oregon. I certainly don't remember him in the SEC. Do you? Do you remember him in the SEC? No. Is this a 2-pointer? Do you know? You know the answer?
I've been practicing my poker face because I'm going to try out for traders.
Okay.
So I got to learn how to lie.
10 seconds.
Michigan State?
That is correct.
Okay.
Did Bubba mouth that to you?
John looks.
You didn't think I was going to get it, did you?
Well, I mean, I didn't think you should get a minute to get a 2-pointer personally, but.
Well, you didn't say anything about the timer. I mean, I had to think about it.
I feel like you had time for somebody to text you.
You want to see my text records?
You could delete them.
I haven't touched it since
I've had my eyes closed now for 10
right
seconds. Give me who drafted me for 4.
Who drafted me for 4? Carlton Davis was picked 63rd overall in 2018 by who?
$2018. 2018. That would have been. So he was picked what number?
63rd overall.
63rd overall. Oh, damn it. There goes my logic. Because I thought you said 33rd. I was like, who's picking at the top of the draft in 2018? 63rd. I'll go with the New England Patriots.
The Buccaneers.
Okay. Famous Americans for 2.
Who is famous for their midnight ride that alerted troops the British are coming?
Paul Revere.
Correct.
Give me famous Americans for 4.
Famous Americans for 4. This American astronomer and scientist inspired millions, most notably through his TV series The Cosmos.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Carl Sagan.
Oh, boy.
Okay, general for 2.
General for 2. What is the most common surname in the United States?
Is that the first one or the last one? Can you tell me that? Is that part of the... I don't guess I get to know that.
Don't think that would be fair.
Okay. Smith.
Correct.
Give me alma mater for 4.
Alma mater for 4. Where did Seahawks linebacker Ernest Jones go to college?
This was dumb. Ernest Jones. I don't know where the hell Ernest Jones went to school. Ole Miss.
South Carolina.
Close. Rats.
Okay. Let's try Birds of Prey for 2.
Birds of Prey for 2. This team was part of the infamous 28-3 Super Bowl comeback.
Falcons.
Correct.
Give me Americans for 5.
What was Rosie the Riveter's real name?
Who?
Rosie the Riveter.
Is she famous? Who is Rosie the Riveter?
You're not familiar with Rosie the Riveter?
No, are you? I don't think you are either.
Yeah.
I think you're going over there and Googling her right now so you could try to pretend like you are.
No, I'm just...
You don't know who the hell Rosie the Riveter is.
It's literally one of the most iconic pictures ever in the U.S.
What? The most iconic picture?
Cody, are you familiar with Rosie the Riveter?
No.
What?
What's the picture?
What's the picture?
We can do
without
it?
looking at your phone and Googling it. What's the picture?
Oh, that is a famous picture. The World War II.
You can do it.
And what was the question?
What was her real name?
What was her real name?
No one knows her as Rosie Riveter. The girl's trying to get you to go to the army? That girl?
Yeah. I mean, everybody knows the picture, but I don't think anybody knows what it's called.
I don't think anybody knows who the hell Rosie Riveter
I
is.
think that's completely false.
You're sitting in a room with 4 people, and 3 of them didn't know. And I don't even know if you knew.
Bubba knew.
Bubba didn't know.
Bubba literally helped me come up with a question.
Bubba, you knew?
I gave him the question about Rosie the Riveter.
This makes me feel even less confident than everyone knows because Bubba's a weirdo. I don't know her real name. Roseanne McDonald.
It's a pretty American name.
Naomi Fraley.
Oh, okay.
All right,
How do you not know Rosie the Riveter?
I've never heard of Rosie the Riveter, man.
Let's try Birds of Prey for 3.
I know she's like a feminist icon. I mean, I've seen the picture.
What owl has a white heart-shaped face known for its silent flight and nesting in man-made structures?
Now,
can you repeat the question?
What owl has a white heart-shaped face known for its silent flight and nesting in man-made structures?
Hooty-hoo. I don't know the name of that owl. The white owl?
Barn owl.
Barn owl. Okay.
where did you get that she is based off someone? That she has a real name?
Bubba asking me, what do you think Rosie the Riveter's real name is, and Googling it.
Okay, because everything I see says it's not a real person.
Well,
where did you find her name?
The New York Times created an article in 2018. Naomi Parker Fraley, the real Rosie the Riveter, dies at 96.
Mm-hmm. But like the story, the iconic symbol, factories, not a real person, represents just women workers. I'll have to read where you find this because I'm not seeing her anywhere.
I got it from history.com.
History.com?
Yeah.
Okay.
Similar article as the New York Times.
Okay. I'll look into it.
Or just Wikipedia. Naomi Parker Fraley, considered the most likely model for the iconic We Can Do It poster.
Oh, so you guys are just like saying most likely. You're not actually doing it. You're just.
I mean, you can try and nitpick this question all the want, but if you don't know Rosie the Riveter,
I mean,
that's kind of egg on your face.
I don't think it's a real person per all the research I've seen. And you
become real hostile after losing 4 straight in trivia.
And
John.
you saying most likely.
Well, we'll add 5 and you'll still be down.
You saying most likely kind of proves that you don't know either. You're just guessing.
All right. New York Times doesn't know either, I guess.
Well, or you're misrepresenting it.
Or just, you're in denial.
I'm in a hole is what I'm in.
The river?
Give me
river in Egypt, brother.
Give me general for 4.
General for 4. What is the name for the plastic piece on the end of your shoelaces?
Damn, we've been asked this 10 times and I still don't know the answer to this.
I know this has been a question.
It's been asked 10 times and I've looked it up. And
I don't know what it's called.
I don't either. And every time I hear it, I'm like, I might need to know that again for trivia. And I never remember what it is. I do know Guinness is the oldest. No, it's not Guinness. It's Yingling. Yingling's the oldest beer.
Yeah, I think I've asked
We'll
that
get
too.
that one every time.
I know that one. The tips of a shoelace.
The nipple?
No, it's something dumb. And whenever you say it, like, oh, yeah, that's
right. A lot dumber than that.
Yeah. What is the name of it?
The aglet.
The aglet. Yes.
Yeah, and that's why I can never remember it.
The aglet. Well, now we'll know.
That's why I can never remember it. All right, well, good. You got one more question? Go ahead. No, you don't have a lot of questions.
That was 14-3.
Yeah, that was a tough one. Good job by you.
I've told you before, it's streaky. Once you get that first...
90-second pause when you let somebody text you the answer of Kenneth Walker. That really was a game changer.
Okay, that didn't happen. But when you...
Say I'm not taking control of the game and letting you
first,
go for 90 seconds was a pretty big difference, too. But you know what?
You went pretty long for the Kentucky Derby, John. I didn't
go back and time it, my friend.
I didn't put a timer on you for that.
Go back and time it. Look at the podcast and time it. Let's compare the two. Let's compare how long the two took. Let's do that.
How about a little credit here and there, huh?
Let's go back. Let's go time it.
Good game.
And also, I wasn't sitting there waiting for my phone to buzz, looking at it, staring at it. He says right there with his eyes down, staring at his phone, waiting for Bear to text him.
What?
Bear texted me during the Kenneth Walker question the wrong answer. So
he's just Sam, you got to watch more Traders. It's a bluff. He's throwing you off the scent.
Do you want to see my text message?
No, you've shown that you would. You shown me already that you
seen me do anything.
I've seen you exit stuff out and try to cover up.
You're just making stuff.
You covered up the calculator. You sit there and you look at your phone.
Why
you wait
can't
for
you
Bear
take
to
a loss with a little humility?
I'm taking the loss. I scored 3 points regardless. Now I don't think Rosie the Riveter is a real person.
You know I didn't cheat,
and I know that you will
if
sit
you
there
thought
and
I
wait.
cheated, you'd be a lot more adamant than you are right now.
No, because that got me nowhere.
You thought I cheated.
I caught you red-handed cheating, and it got nowhere. It doesn't do us any good. It just leads to us arguing.
If
and I don't
you
want to
truly
argue.
thought I cheated, you'd be all over me right now.
You know, deep down, you sat there and waited, and the phone buzzed, and you got Kenneth Walker.
It didn't
That's
happen.
good. It's a good get. It's a good job by you.
It happened. I remembered it. It took a while.
Yeah.
I will say it took a while.
It took longer than the time limit for sure. That we can agree on.
Maybe so.
That we can agree on.
Maybe so. But that's on the host.
Well, that we can agree on. That we can agree on.
And as he said, you did get a lot of time on
The identity of the real Rosie is debated. Candidates include 5 different people.
Listen,
Source-
you're not gonna call me when you don't even know who Rosie the Riveter was in the first place.
You told me to go to Wikipedia and look. I'm at Wikipedia, Sam. So
You're looking up Naomi Fraley.
Were you lying about that?
Go to the New York Times article,
No.
John.
You told me to go to Wikipedia, Sam.
Any relation to Ace Frehley?
She's on there.
Uh-huh.
Her Wikipedia is literally that.
It is. The identity of the real Rosie the Riveter is debated. Candidates include 5 different people, Sam. You didn't mention Rosie Bonavita.
History.com.
You didn't mention.
Cross-reference your sources. History.com says Naomi Fraley, too.
You said Wikipedia, brother. You told me to go
I
check
said
Wikipedia.
New York Times. Bubba said Wikipedia, and we also said History.com. That's 3 sources.
Bubba said history.
And you're just the dumbass that couldn't get Rosie the Riveter.
You said Wikipedia. You said it. I'm at Wikipedia checking your source, and your source says there is no real Rosie the Riveter. Candidates debated include 5 different people.
Like Bubba
Sam
said, you still lost if you didn't. If you
this
got
isn't
the
about
5.
losing.
Let's lower the threat level here, gentlemen.
This isn't about losing. I lost.
We're on red alert here.
I acknowledge I lost, but you lied again.
We will add that 5 points to you, John, and
you're
you were
missing the point of you
losing
guys lying.
8-14.
The whole trivia gets thrown into question when you guys sit over there and lie.
I think
Like when
you
Sam
just throw
lied
the
about
trivia into question whenever you lose.
Like
John.
when I win,
Cody
I do the
doesn't
same
do
thing.
that. Whenever he loses, he just sits there and
Cody,
takes it.
now I know you're lying. Now I know you're lying, and there goes all of Sam's credibility.
He doesn't say, "Oh, that's you lied
Are
about
you
that
kidding
question.
me?
Why didn't you get that?"
Are you kidding me? Cody doesn't complain.
No,
Cody cries about every point value every single time.
But he
now I
complains
know
about
that
it
you'll
in the
sit over
game
there.
after he loses. He doesn't go, "Oh well." Rosie the Riveter,
Now that I know that
I
you'll sit
didn't
over
say
there,
her.
you'll sit there and say whatever you can to try to win an argument. You'll sit there and just lie.
That's
like,
you.
Like you
You'll
lied.
sit over there and say anything you can to just justify you losing for 4 weeks in a row.
Nothing I've said's a lie. You sat over there, Sam, and specifically directly lied to my face about how you read a question. You went back and tried to add words afterwards. You got a track record of lying.
You just don't know
and you're
calisthenics or Rosie the Riveter. Maybe.
And you're lying now
Clean up
because
on
you
your
told me to go
general
check.
knowledge,
You
brother.
told me to go check Wikipedia, and I'm checking it, and it does not say what you said. You lied again. The P
Now,
teams.
to Sam's point,
the lie team.
I don't typically take one question and
You
fixate
complain
on the
about
validity
everything.
of the question.
To say Cody doesn't complain when he loses is the
I
biggest
complain.
lie that's been said.
I complain, but I don't typically question the validity of the question.
It's been the biggest lie ever said.
I complain about point values. That's true.
Last call on the other side. Stick with us.
You're locked onto Fan Run Radio, 105.7 FM, 1340 AM, and online at fanrunradio.com.
Hi, I'm Bo Kregner from the Kregner Group. Are you looking to buy or sell a home? Whether you're upgrading, downsizing, or just need a change, it's never been more important to have experienced, trustworthy representation in the real estate process. So if you have any real estate questions, I'd love the opportunity to earn your trust. Call me anytime for a free chat, 865-742-1035, or find me online at BoKnowsHouses.com. The Kregner Group, real estate the right way.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
What's up, Fan Run Nation? This is Evan Rogers with ECR Total Landscapes. I'm happy to announce that our free stump grinding promotion for Fan Run Radio listeners is now extended to March 31st, 2026. If you've got trees in your yard that need to come down before they fall on your home, don't risk it. Call ECR Total Landscapes and mention you heard our ad on Fan Run Radio, and we'll get rid of that problem tree for you and grind those stumps for free. Call us at 865-384-2012 or check us out online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Hey, Knoxville. Surfside iced tea and vodka, made with real brewed tea, is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside, or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
History.com/article/Rosie-the-Riveter. Based on a small part of real life Minutions?
Minutia.
No, Munitions. How would you say that?
Munitions?
But
weapons?
But primarily a fictitious character. Bubba, maybe you didn't read that. Let's see. Let's scroll down a little bit to who was Rosie the Riveter.
Doesn't fit my narrative.
The true identity of Rosie the Riveter has been subject of considerable debate. And then mentions, more options there again. Does say they saw a woman named Naomi Parker Fraley wearing a polka dot thing in a factory, though. So, again, if you guys are going to cite things as fact, let's just fact check them.
I tell you what else is up for debate, and that's whether or not this sciatica is about to flare up in my back.
You seem like you're down bad. That was an impressive win for you during your ailments.
Yeah, well, I got this eye problem, but that's a tale as old as time. I can deal with that. It'll be better later today, but I can feel this tightness in my back, and I wonder if it's about to develop into. I
gotta start stretching, brother.
Yeah,
you gotta get down and do some stretching. That's one of the only resolutions I've been really following through on. But I'm trying to stretch. I've been doing a pretty good success.
I hope I don't get a flare up. It's been a while since I've had one.
Gotta get down and start working on that back.
Yeah.
We got a participant in the dunk contest as Detroit Pistons first-time All-Star Jalen Duren has announced he will participate in the dunk contest. He joins Jackson Hayes and Spurs rookie Carter Bryant. Not to be the person that just sits on here and complains about the dunk contest, but my God, that's lacking star power. Might be time just to get rid of the dunk contest. We talked about that in hour one, preserving things. That one might have ran its course.
Jalen Duran, you said?
Yeah.
Is that
Duren? Yeah,
Duran?
Ian.
Duran?
Yeah, he doesn't have a brother, then you couldn't say, Duran. Yeah, we get it.
What do you mean?
I'd like to see people try to dunk on each other.
Let's take some of these did on you on trivia.
Yeah, let's take some of these G League guys like you, a G League talent, and put him there.
That's a good comeback.
And let him go against somebody else that's just trying to make a name for themselves, and just see if they could dunk versus block each other.
What about by positions? And then there's like a finale of a starting five. Like you pick 3-point guards, 3 shooting guards, 3 small forwards, 3 power forwards, 3 centers, and then
that's way too many people. Because they only do 4 people now because it takes so long. Because they let them miss now.
I think the skills competition sucks. I think we should just consolidate some of it.
I think the skills competition sucks too. The 3-point shootout, I still kind of like it. The 3-point shootout, I think, has stood the test of time.
They should add in a hog measuring contest. That could be interesting in the NBA.
Would you watch?
Yeah. I'd probably be more likely to watch that than I would the dunk contest for the 37th time. Helen, we're going to need another tape measurer.
I'm curious what the viewership would look like on that.
I mean, it'd be an interesting wrinkle. It'd be something they've never done before. Do what?
NBA Twitter would go crazy with that one.
I mean, they hadn't tried it yet. Who's to say it wouldn't work? Don't know unless you try.
That is true. I want to see dunks and block attempts, but none of the stars are going to do that. But that's okay. None of the stars are doing the regular dunk contest, anyways. Put them out there. Let's see if you can dunk over big men. That's what we should do. Get big men. Hey, you want to play in this? Jackson Hayes, Jalen Duren, you're on defense. Hey, Mac McClung, you're coming up trying to dunk on the 7-footer. Now let's go.
Bring back Yao Ming.
To do what?
He can't dunk like good dunks.
Can.
Well, I mean, good dunks. He's not a dunk contest participant.
I guarantee you he could dunk right now.
Yeah. But I just mean he couldn't put any flair on it.
What do you think he's doing?
Say that again, Sam.
Could he be the blocker?
Well, yeah. Well, at this point, he's probably two. You still have to have some explosive athleticism to get up and block some of these guys, but he is a big boy.
Do they do any type of like G League All-Stars versus rookies or anything like that?
Yeah, they do like the Rising Star games. Will do like the G League versus the young players in the league. And then last year, one of those got to rotate in for the actual like main event, which was kind of dumb.
For the main event.
But I think the idea was like we let the G League All-Stars come out here and try hard. The other guys won't want to get embarrassed. Or the Rising Stars, for example, you put a bunch of second-year NBA guys out there trying to make a name for themselves. Maybe they'll try really hard, and that'll embarrass the pros.
What about failing careers instead of rising stars, and it's the worst players on each team, and then it's a team like two teams comprised of bad players, and then the losing team, they all lose their NBA contracts and they go to the G League.
I think that's kind of the concept of putting the G League people in there is they are the loser NBA players. They're trying to like shock them, and they're like, hey, you don't want to lose to the G League. You better play defense. Hey, you don't want to lose to the rookies. You better start playing some defense. But yeah, that's pretty bleak. Jalen Duren being the biggest name on there. Ugh. All right, Bubba, what do we miss so far today?
Well, yesterday Sam wondered how many days in a row could I keep throwing NASCAR headlines in the mix?
That's right.
The streak continues, baby.
You can't talk about a streak, Bubba.
Well, I have and I will.
Well, that's fair.
Nate Bargatze, Man of the Year, the Revolutionary War hero on Saturday Night Live.
Sure.
Is the Grand Marshal for the Daytona 500.
Okay. Good for him.
I hope Jelly Roll will not be involved in any way, shape, or form.
Did you see the conversation about Jelly Roll yesterday?
I loved all of it.
People are starting to dunk on Jelly Roll. People are the vast majority of people I saw. Well, the vast majority is like 20 people, but like a lot of people were very upset at Jelly Roll's Grammy comments.
I'm just a dumb redneck. What do I know?
They got that part right.
Maybe
the worst famous person of all time.
He was asked about ICE, and he tried to pull up the old golly gee shucks, I'm just a dumb redneck. I don't talk politics. But they're like, well, you were just on stage screaming to everybody about Jesus and talking about that. Why ain't you got nothing to say now? And he did say he would put out a statement soon. I don't know what that means. I don't know if he's got a song coming out, but there was a lot of people on the internet yesterday calling Jelly Roll a fraud.
Like the anti-Bruce Springsteen.
So I did think about Bubba, and I did think about Cody when I read that, because I was like, oh, these boys will be happy to know this.
If I was him, I would have just said, go ask Billie Eilish.
Oh, she's a fraud, too.
People are also mad at Billie Eilish. You got to be careful when you make a political statement that you have, everything in line yourself. But they're like, oh, well, you got all these mansions. Why don't you give some of these mansions back?
Oh, yeah.
If you're really down with the cause.
Like the ones that talk about, we got to clean up the environment. We got to do this. And then they fly there on their private jet.
Hey, Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah, climate change. Weren't you just on a yacht last weekend?
Right.
Taylor Swift.
Right.
Hey, Taylor Swift. Yeah, don't you do all this? Your private jet gives out so many of these emissions.
Yeah. Typical hypocrisy and celebrity wokeness and whatnot.
Well, they were after Jelly Roll a little bit yesterday.
Well, I'd love to see him just go away.
And kind of an unfortunate story developing about 17 more athletes joining a lawsuit versus the ex-NC State sports medicine director. Claims of abuse, harassment, and things of that nature. So hopefully it's not like another Larry Nassar situation up at Michigan State. But there's some sketchy things happening in that program, and then they bring Will Wade into the mix.
Larry Nassar, that almost sounds like NASCAR. You almost had two.
Should have saved that one for yesterday, or for tomorrow, not yesterday. I'm going to go back in time. Tomorrow.
I imagine it's a race for him, too, to try to get back to his cell.
So hopefully with Will Wade and the program for NC State, they can get that cleaned up, because let's not do that to people, or Peyton Manning and, Title IX and stuff like that, but.
Yeah, when I think clean, I think Will Wade.
We have the Vandy Boys releasing their walk-up songs for the year.
The Vandy Boys released their songs? Why do I want to know that?
I did not see any Elton John.
Why do I want to know that? Are you ready for baseball season?
Yes. We have Nashville being one of the 7 host cities for the 28 Olympics for soccer.
That doesn't really matter to me, the Olympic city, but did you see that Baylor down in Chattanooga is hosting the Spanish national soccer team?
Yep.
That's kind of cool for them. I bet Macaulay is very jealous about that because Baylor is apparently going to get like a new facility built by them, by the Spanish Federation or whatever. They're giving them like a big chunk of change for hosting them.
Really?
Yeah. That's what somebody was telling me in here that knows high school, like knows the area sports.
Is it like already under construction?
No, like it's not going to be ready for them. I think they're just, I guess,
as a gift. Okay.
They like to Baylor's facilities and set up, and it's like close. Like I guess they're playing maybe in Atlanta or
I'd assume they're.
Yeah, it was close enough to like their venues that they're like, hey, this is great. We like the mountains here. This campus is cool. They got the dorms. This is good living. But yeah, apparently as a thank you, or maybe exchange or whatever, they're building them like a new facility.
It's kind of sick.
No, it's really sick. Like Macaulay, I imagine, the prep school in town is probably pretty jealous because that's a big rivalry.
Maybe they're scrambling for another team in the group.
Yeah.
Like, hey, come here.
Honduras, please. Come up here and buy us something. It's kind of cool.
Yeah,
all right.
That's good for them.
Yeah, good for them. Good job by you guys.
We'll see you tomorrow. I'll let you know whether or not my sciatica flared up.
Please keep me posted. I'm sure we'll know at about 8:05.
Will you ever be wheelchair bound?
If you show up, you're all right. If you don't show up, the sciatica got him.
I'll be here, I'm sure.
I'd say the audience will all find out together. Stick with us. Stay locked in on Fan Run Radio. The Tony Basilio Show coming up next.
Take Fan Run Radio with you on the all-new Fan Run app. Just search for Fan Run Radio wherever you download your apps.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.